Bless you all. Hope you are well. This is going to be a powerful stream today. I'm going to focus on the ring, the king of the ring, the symbolism behind the ring. As you all know, Watchmen and I believe that we are in the final days. Things are really heating up. We could have talked about Prince Philip today getting arrested on his 66th birthday, shortly after the New England Patriots dropped to 6-6 in Super Bowls. But we've got way too many things to cover here about the symbolism of the ring. I really hope every single one of you can like this and share it and support it if you can. A lot of work has gone into this. Jesus is coming, guys,
Yes.
and imminently. So I'm gonna break down what the ring means symbolically with the Bible, and then we're gonna reveal what the ring symbolizes within this fallen world through movies, songs, the Pope. If you think about major sports, like when you win the NBA Finals, the Super Bowl, you're given a ring. Okay, Saturn, the connection with the ring, the wedding with the ring. We just had the wedding at the Super Bowl, didn't we? Jesus
Just,
is coming back for his bride. It's
just had
just
the eclipse,
the
which created
eclipse,
a ring in the
the ring of
sky.
fire,
Yes, the
um,
ring of fire.
the wrestling ring. I've shown all the symbolisms with wrestling and how these celebrities seem to always get involved with WWE. So the ring with the wrestling ring, the four corners. So I'm just gonna break down what the ring means with the Bible, and then I'm going to hand you over to the Watchman, who's got an amazing presentation. So, rings in the Bible generally symbolize authority, signet sealing, honor, and wealth. Not so much the modern day wedding ring, for example, that we wear. Like, you'll see a lot of people now wearing rings, and it has nothing to do with wealth or a sealing or authority. Sometimes it's just fashion.
It is.
Key instances include Joseph receiving Pharaoh's signet ring in Genesis, Rebecca receiving a nose ring, also in Genesis, and the prodigal son being given a ring of restoration in the book of Luke. So, as I said, in the Bible, these rings represent status, covenant, and occasionally luxury. So, the signet rings symbolized authority, used to seal documents, symbolizing transferred power. So it was Pharaoh who gave Joseph his ring. King Xerxes gave his to Haman and Mordecai, and Darius used a ring for Daniel. Darius was a king. Then jewelry was also used um, on ears, noses, fingers by the wealthy. Okay, Isaiah mentions them as adornments, and Song of Solomon describes them as jewelry. Now, restoration. The father in the prodigal son parable puts a ring on his son's hand, and that symbolized the restoration of his place in the family. So, the symbolic meaning, okay, is that these rings were associated with covenant. Jeremiah mentions God removing a ring to symbolize the removal of favor. So, the modern day wedding rings, nothing in the Bible. All right.
No, I don't even wear a wedding ring anymore. A, because my fingers are too big from when I got married, and B, me and my wife have both just accepted that if you're married and you need somebody to see that you have a ring on to let you to signify that you're married, it's kind of sad because everyone, like said, like guy, how guys will pretend to take off their rings. So it's like if somebody came up to me and seen that I didn't have a ring on, I wouldn't need to be like, "Oh yeah, see, I'm not married." You know what I mean? Like I know I'm married. I don't need the ring. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it's just kind of sad that in society today, that thing symbolizes the marriage. Almost, people literally will go into debt to buy their wife their ring, or I've literally seen people judge their partner for not getting them a big enough ring. I mean, look how materialistic it's become. Like I said, this is what we're talking about with rings today is like a it's very symbolic because the Bible is speaking of it, and the modern world has definitely shifted from what a lot of things that were used in the past symbolize. And so it's not about the ring or wearing rings. It's essentially the deep symbolism that God has provided us through the scripture of what the ring means today. But again, if you think that you need like this big ring as a woman, and that's the only way that a man really shows his love for you is the size of the rock that he gets you, your priorities are completely messed up. Now I know that's probably not most people in this chat, but we see videos all the time where or programs where women are like, "Oh yeah, I don't know if I can marry this guy because he's not planning on spending $10,000 on a ring." Like, folks,
I
how
know.
how broken is our world to care so much about this materialistic stuff that you're not going to take with you when you go to heaven, Adam? Are you taking your big fat rock that you got with you?
No,
That's right.
no. So completely true with that, brother. Completely true. Now I'm just gonna quickly share my screen, and
Oh,
I'll hand it over to you.
you're good, brother.
Just to quickly talk about the Pope's ring. Now we know, guys, that the Pope is a deceiver. The Catholic Church is pure deception, and many people look at the Pope as if he is almost God, God on earth. So you got the Pope's ring, known as the fisherman's ring, is a gold signet ring featuring Saint Peter fishing, symbolizing the Pope's authority as his successor. Guys, Peter was never a pope, just so you know.
No,
He was never a pope. That is a
never says
lie
that
of the
in the
Catholic
Bible.
Church. He was not the first pope, right? It was historically used to seal private documents. Now, how interesting that you've got all these private documents right now with the Epstein files.
Mm-hmm.
Now, upon a pope's death or resignation, the ring and his lead seal are destroyed or defaced by the Camerlengo to prevent forgery. Now, the symbolism behind it. YouTube's already up to no good removing likes, but we won't look, bro. I'm not going to look. Symbolism. It represents the Pope's role as the fisher of men and his direct link to St. Peter. Now, I want to tell you guys, when it comes to the fisher of men, it's a phrase spoken by Jesus to his first disciples, Simon Peter, Andrew, James, and John, calling them to transition from catching fish to gathering people for the kingdom of God. It signifies a shift from a literal trade to a spiritual mission of sharing the gospel, bringing others to salvation, and spreading God's love. And the Pope does none of that. Okay? So Jesus said, "Follow me, and I will make you fishers of men." This indicates that the ability to catch men comes from following him and learning his ways. So when you obviously follow Christ, you study his word, you're convicted by the truth, you're obedient to his word, you proclaim his word, all right? The word of God is written in all of our hearts, then we can lead people to Christ, all right? Become fishers of men. Instead of using nets for fish, the disciples would use the message of the gospel to bring people into a relationship with God. It involves sharing the good news and demonstrating God's love to others. The fishermen immediately left their nets, boats, and old way of life to follow Jesus and become his apostles. And I feel like that's what we've done, Watchmen. We've left behind our old way of life to follow Jesus, and most people are not willing to do that. So this calling is a mandate for all believers to participate in soul winning, leading people to Christ and helping them understand his mission. So going back to this, saying that the Pope is this fisher of men, um, when he next to never preaches the gospel, is just quite sickening to me, to be honest. So this ring, the Pope's ring, typically made of gold. All right, these humble popes, they love their gold rings and their $500,000 cars. It features an image of Saint Peter in a boat casting nets, with the reigning pope's name inscribed around it. So it's quite unbelievable that they're comparing the pope to Peter. It's outrageous in my opinion.
It's kind of symbolic too, because no offense to Peter, but he's not the greatest guy to build the church off of denying Jesus right at the cross.
Yeah,
You know
I
what
know.
I mean? Like, so it's kind of a symbolic that they choose Peter, that they say to build the rock off when it didn't start off well for Peter. Now, this is why Jesus has so much grace and love on us, is because he knows our hearts. He knew Peter's intentions when he had said, Lord, I'll die for you. I'll never, give up. You know, sorry, we just got a block. Oh, uh, he said, yeah, he said, I'll never deny you, Lord. And what's the first thing he does? Denies him 3 times, won't even go to the cross, so kind of symbolic that the Catholic Church would use somebody who denied Jesus at the worst time of his life, right? And so that also shows that, you think you have strong faith until you're tested and tried with tribulation. Well, that's not like great tribulation. We're still going through tribulation right now, you guys. Tribulations, trials, temptation. I mean, the war never ends. And that's ultimately what we're here to show you, is that this is like a ring, a continuous circle of evil that has just been essentially making its way around Earth to and fro, never ending.
And
And
it's increasing, isn't
it's
it?
increasing, exactly. And that's the thing, is people think this is never going to end, and that's kind of what the ring symbolizes, is a never-ending loop. All right? And I feel like the loop of life right now is a little bit not fun to play. Got to pay taxes, got to do this, just all this crap that they've like said, this the worldliness of what we're all involved in day to day. It just seems like it's never ending. And if you read the Bible, God says, "Oh yes, it is going to end. It is going to end, and it is going to end badly for those that are not inside the ring." Like the old Meet the Parents reference, the ring of trust. And funny how you do the ring, and you got the 666. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
Yeah, with,
great.
Michael Jordan.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll quickly just remind people of that image that the Chicago Bulls decided to choose to honor him, where he's putting up the 666. It's staggering, guys. Me and Watchmen recently have come to the conclusion that these individuals are not human. They're not human. And
can't be.
I'm talking about this, right? Happy birthday, MJ. Remember the year of the fire horse began on Michael Jordan's birthday, right after he won the Daytona 500 on the same day as the NBA All-Star game, the greatest basketball player of all time. And we see in Space Jam, don't we? The demons involved within that movie. So MJ went to 6 NBA finals. He won 6 NBA finals and 6 NBA finals MVPs, 666, with the Chicago Bulls, who were founded in 66, the same year that the Church of Satan was founded. And you know where Anton LaVey was born? Chicago. The guy who founded the Church of Satan was born in Chicago. So it's just unbelievable. Um, it's unbelievable. And then we have Prince Andrew arrested today on his 66th birthday, right after the New England Patriots dropped to 6-6. And Prince Andrew's English, like New England. Um, yeah,
And
revelations here, guys.
what would some call what's going down right now a major pedophile
Ring.
ring?
They call it a ring. Yeah.
Again, because okay, like when you're in formation or you're in battle, the best formation is truly something like a ring, because now you have all sides covered. Okay, you have all your bases covered. And kind of interesting. So while you said Michael Jordan, obviously, we that's the thing of, like, I've Illusion said it, I say it. You guys have to take names seriously, especially in Hollywood and stuff. These are usually pen names. So the truth is that most people worship these people and idolize them, and they don't even know their real names. Like, for instance, the creator of Alice in Wonderland, his pen name is Lewis Carroll. So when you talk about Lewis Carroll to people, you're like, "Oh, the guy that wrote Alice in Wonderland," but nobody knows that his name is actually Charles Dodson. So
Yeah, and I also I want to mention Michael Jordan's name because it's very, very interesting.
Yes.
You got the Archangel Michael,
Yes,
right?
Michael. Yep.
Just know that, and 66.6% of the angels prevailed in heaven because 33.3% were cast out of heaven to earth. So Michael Jordan, as I said, 6 NBA final appearances, 6 NBA finals wins, 6 NBA finals MVPs, 666. And Michael, obviously, the meaning behind that name connects to the archangel meaning. And Michael means who is like God. Now, a lot of people don't know this with Michael Jordan because you're obviously wrapped up in just Michael Jordan. But his actual middle name is Jeffrey, like Epstein. And recently, Michael Jordan obviously was seen groping that child's buttocks after the Daytona 500. And Jeffrey means pledge of peace or God's peace or divinely peaceful, right? And then Jordan, Jesus Christ was baptized in the river Jordan.
Yes, and look at this. You want to see some? You want to see how God is exposing these people, and these people still from God. Look at brother, because Michael remind me of the book of Micah. Okay, the book of Micah with like Michael Jordan, the sixth book, the sixth verse. Look at what it says. You guys don't think God is like completely overseeing everything and what these people do, what we're doing? Micah chapter 6:6. Wherewith shall I come before the Lord and bow myself before the high God? Shall I come before him with burnt offerings, with calves of a year old? And Jordan plays for the Bulls.
Yep, exactly.
There's the 6:6, okay, and it's talking about burning offerings with the calves. And what is the Jews right now in Israel? What are they trying to do with the calves to bring in the third temple? They're trying to offer burnt offerings. Okay, this is why Jesus is coming to burn the world, not with water, because remember, water was the first judgment, and God said in the last days it would be like the days of Noah. And why did He flood the earth in the days of Noah, brother?
because the DNA had been infiltrated.
Yeah, see, everyone thinks, oh, just because people were bad. If it was simply because people were bad, Noah didn't deserve to get to live.
Bro, and going back to the calf, a bull calf is a young, uncastrated male calf. It's a young one.
And then we get back to almost circumcision, which, whatever your feelings are about that, the reason God had his people circumcise themselves, which is almost taking a ring off of your penis, right? Like you're
Yep.
essentially, that's what you're doing. You're taking a ring of skin off, and this has a lot of symbology. Now, I'm not saying that you have to be pro circumcision or not anymore. That's not what it's about anymore. It was simply to identify people. So see, we're getting back into identification, DNA, bloodlines. Okay, that was a covenant. It wasn't meant, oh, because God just is like an evil God that wants to cut the foreskin off of babies. Like, it's completely been perverted. Again, like even the rings, everything. We're just trying to show you the symbology. So what God is now talking about for us to be circumcised and to come into the kingdom is the circumcision of the heart. All right,
Yeah.
we need to have the right heart circumcision, which means we need to have Jesus Christ. We need to shed our old lives, like Illusion said in the beginning. We need to be ready to shed all of our old, almost like a snake. God says, "Be wise like serpents and innocent as doves." What does a snake do? It
Shed your skin.
sheds its skin. Okay, and what do we go? Our body is actually quite amazing, and what our skin does. See, this is why when people are like, "Oh, there's not a God," how can you say that with all the things that our bodies are constantly doing to keep us alive, to stay healthy, even in this fallen like state of creation where we're being poisoned with our food, with the things that we breathe in? I mean, you can't get away from it now, folks. Like, that's why it's a different time, unlike ever before. There's nowhere to run, there's nowhere to hide, there's nowhere that this corruption of this ring of evil, wicked people hasn't got their hands in now, and God's just about done with it. I'm telling you, folks. Like,
Yeah, he's,
he's about done with this ring of crap.
mate, do you know that the Jordan River is a 156-mile river and 911 is the 156 prime number?
Oh my gosh.
You know what I mean?
The,
Even the distance, because 156 miles is 251 kilometers, and Queen Elizabeth died the 251st day of the year.
wow.
Everything within this reality comes back to numbers. It really does. It obviously comes back to Jesus, But even like literally the length of the Jordan River is coded. Um,
it's it's all coded, and numbers speak, because again, when somebody sees that it's your birthday, and see when people, this is where you need the word and numbers. You can't have one or the other, and that's the problem with a lot of people in these spaces. They're either so focused on the word, the conspiracy, the words, the things that are being thing, but they
yeah,
don't see the numbers, or people see the numbers so heavily they forget about the word. You can't have one without the other.
which is most people see numbers or symbolism, but they cannot connect it to the Bible, so they don't really reveal anything, in my opinion.
No, because again,
They're not
giving
changing people's
giving
lives.
half the truth, or only giving, like I said, when you get a meal, you order a meal, you expect the full thing that you order, and when you just give half of something, you're never going to get truly full, and that's what the Bible talks about by reading the word and not being a babe that drinks milk, is that we need to dig in and chew on the substance that
On
the
the meat.
word, yes, on the meat. Okay, and so kind of like with the rings, and we'll get right into it, and the significance of these rings, and like I said, the sealing of something, like when tribulation begins, what is being broken open?
Go on.
The seals.
Oh,
The
the seven
seals.
seals.
Yes, the seven seals. So if we see now this biblical symbology about the seals being so, if something is sealed by the king's ring, this judgment that is coming, that's unlike ever before on the earth for the end times, the beast system, the beast that is about to rise, it has been sealed by God, and it's been shut up until the certain time, which that's what Daniel's all about. Daniel got the revelation. The first revelator before John is Daniel. So that's why a lot of people don't really understand Revelation as well as they could, is because they don't go back to Daniel, who
Yeah, you
actually,
have to go back to
you
Daniel, don't
have to
you?
go back to Daniel to understand Revelation, folks, because the two are interconnected. And even in the end of Daniel, Daniel's like, Lord, I don't understand anything that you're telling me. But what does he say? Seal it up to the end. Let's find it.
And also, but I just want to mention, we're talking about the Seattle Seahawks winning the Super Bowl, the
Oh,
sea symbolism.
yes.
But obviously, I just did a stream, didn't I, about the ocean and the symbolism of the ocean. I talked about um, Leviathan,
Yes.
and we were just talking about the seals, and you've got the United States Navy SEALs, all right, which operate on sea, air, and land. All right, you've got one beast, haven't you, that rises from the sea and one from the earth. And they are the premier special operations force of the US Navy, specialized in unconventional warfare, counterterrorism, and direct action missions in maritime, land, and air environments. So you have the Navy SEALs, you have the Seven SEALs. It's just, it's it's quite incredible, isn't it?
It is. And now that we're on the seal word, let's just go to the Strongs, because, oh, wow, seals has said, well, first, yeah, I wanted to show. So, see, in Daniel 12:4, 120, oh, I see 124. I don't know if that number brings up. There's the 24 for Kobe, but thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of when, brother? The end.
The end.
Okay, so see, the end, you're in the end when this is the revealing. You see, this is why you have to be in Daniel first before Revelation, is because God is saying that this has been sealed to the time of the end, where many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall it be increased. Now, we were just having a conversation the other day, and we said, why do we know it's the end right now? Because knowledge is at an all-time high. All of you watching right now are watching. Why? Because you want to increase knowledge. We are sitting here doing this presentation, and we're sharing what we're sharing with you from the Bible, from the world, because it is knowledge, and knowledge is profitable to man, but it's also the demise of man, because what in the beginning was what Satan offered to mankind.
Yep, exactly. Knowledge.
Knowledge. So see, the beginning is a massive revealing of what's going to happen in the end.
And Daniel 12:4, like we said, it says, "But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall increase." Now, the seal for us, children of God, those who are reborn in Christ, okay, we are sealed by the Holy Spirit. We
Yes.
belong to God. Okay, can I get an amen to everyone in the chat?
Let's get
That
some
accepts
woos if you're
Jesus
sealed.
Christ as their Lord and Savior. Woo! All right,
Woo! Wait,
you're
let's see if I.
sealed. You are sealed by the Holy Spirit. You belong to God because a seal secures an item from tampering or protects it from destruction. We are going to be protected from God's wrath through faith and grace. Also, guys, you had the seal on Jesus' tomb.
Yes.
You had the sealing of God's servants in Revelation that we see. A seal verifies that a document or decree is genuine. All right. The word of God has been sealed. All right. It's unbelievable. It's the authority of God, which
And
comes
and
through his word. And also in Revelation 5:8, well, 5 through 8, you have the seven seals on a scroll representing secrets or judgments that are revealed. As the Lamb, who is Jesus, he breaks them, which initiates the end time events because it says, "Worthy is the Lamb." Only the Lamb is worthy to open the seals. And remember what Solomon saw in the Song of Solomon? It says, "Set me as a seal upon your heart." Okay. And that's what we need to do with the Lord. So we are sealed with the Holy Spirit, those who are saved, which acts as a mark of redemption and ownership. All right. We are children of God.
so 25 times you see the word seal put in the King James Bible. All right, 25 has obviously
Well,
many.
the beast of Revelation has permission to take out 25% of the earth.
Yes, and so what does that lead to? That's obviously death, and this is where we can really jump into some worldly rabbit holes with movies. Because you guys, you think that they don't read the Bible and that they don't look up the Strongs, and this is how they get the ideas to make their movies. You guys, that's why these movies are so biblical. When you like understand, like you said, you got to understand names, you got to understand numbers, the way that they portray the things that they show in these movies. You guys, if they're working with demons who have also been sealed, their fate has been sealed,
Yep, lake of fire.
okay, to the lake of fire, they're going to do everything they can to deceive mankind. That is their sole mission now, is to deceive us so that we lose our seal, which is honestly open for everybody. Like you if you're still breathing and you got air in your body and breath, you have a chance to be sealed into the kingdom of heaven. This is not, even during the tribulation when many will perish, the increase of knowledge, people will understand the time. There's going to be a lot of people saved during the tribulation, folks. So while it seems like a really nasty time when you read it, and what kind of judgment and wickedness is going to be destroyed, a lot of people are going to come to God because it's going to be almost undeniable of what's happening. Kind of like with what's going on, Prince Andrew arrest. You guys, people understand, if this would have been news like 15 years ago, the whole world would be freaking out. But because, again, knowledge has increased so much because we have the internet and all of these things that we're engaged in every day with content, it's almost too much. Like even today, we have no idea where this is going. We don't script these things. We just let the Holy Spirit reveal, because again, the Holy Spirit is what seals us to the end. Okay. It seals us into the kingdom of heaven. And what is a seal usually put with paper or something that you want to seal when you seal an envelope or something that the king would want to send off to somebody? Wax, right?
Yeah,
Wax.
but it also says men's heart will wax cold in the
Yes,
final
see,
day.
and so if you and you have the wax museums, these cold fit, like to be
Yeah,
wax cold.
let go to that. Just bring up these Madame
Oh,
Tussauds for complete idolatry. Let's look at them.
the what?
All right, complete idol worship. Do you want to bring them up?
Yep, like the wax
Madame
figures.
Madame Tussauds. Okay, and I went to one of them in Hollywood, and I'm just looking back, thinking, what are you doing, Adam? Why are you taking a photo with a waxwork?
Yeah.
Like, like we said it earlier, didn't we? That God bless you, Christopher. That we were blind. We worship these false idols. But I will say, for me, I really didn't know any better. I didn't know about the scriptures. I didn't know about idolatry.
Same.
Okay, but now we do know. It's amazing how many people, right, that I know who are aware of the numbers, the numerology, the gematria, the biblical connections to all of this, and they're still fans. they're still fans of these athletes, of these franchises, of these musicians, of these actors. They're still fans, even though they're aware of the corruption. So, for example, has there been any musicians that have been connected to the Epstein files?
You guys, I look at the lady on the screen right now. You guys, the wax figure of the this
Naomi Campbell.
now. Oh,
Look at that neck. It
we're
looks like
all.
a snake. It looks like Leviathan's neck.
Oh my gosh, you guys, we're already getting deep into it. If it's gonna be like this, I didn't expect Naomi Campbell to come up this soon in the stream. Oh boy.
Yep.
She ties directly to Jeffrey Epstein, you guys, and Donald Trump and the modeling, the weird art. Oh my gosh.
Yep. Marina Abramovich. Lady Gaga as well. She was in the show with Lady Gaga.
Here we go. Here we go. Naomi Campbell, there she is. The group of bandits, the ring with the ring leaders. Okay, I would say Trump is the leader of a ring, like the MAGA cult. Okay, which I once was a part of. I once was when people they always hate on me because they're like, you always hating on Donald Trump. It's like, yeah, because he's a deceiver, because he's deceived everybody. I mean, even look right now. Oh, the Epstein files are a hoax. There's nothing there. Let's move on. Yeah, let's move on. And now, oh yeah, the FBI. So see, some people are saying, oh, see, he's playing chess. You guys, you don't mess with this kind of stuff with pedophilia and with what's going on and act like it's a joke, or even say, oh yeah, let's stop talking about it. Let's talk about how the Dow is up 50 points.
No, I know. No, exactly,
So
brother.
so here's Naomi Campbell hanging out with a group of bandits, right? These models, and what are we seeing in all these Epstein files and stuff right now? That a elite modeling ring.
And
What?
didn't Trump want to be a judge?
Yeah, he was a judge. Yeah, well, he had Trump Modeling Management Service, which ended surprisingly right when he began his first term in presidency. So, I
Interesting.
wanted to show her island. She's got everyone's Jeffrey Epstein's island, Jeffrey Epstein's island. What about Naomi Campbell's brother? What about hers
What
that has a
about what
one
about
eye?
Richard Branson has his own island as well. He has Virgin. His company's Virgin. He's got his own island,
And
Virgin.
and what is virgin usually?
Yeah, it's to take.
Sex. It all
Yeah,
comes back to sex, you guys.
yeah, we talked about that. Same with
Uh
like Sodom and Gomorrah, the days of Noah. It was that just deviancy, wasn't it? That sexual immorality. Look at it now. Look what they're showing us. That
let's
image I showed you with Prince Philip with the child just on the floor spread out. It's just
so see, you think so everyone's so obsessed with Epstein Island. What about all these other celebrities that have their own private island? Brother, now I understand. Okay, if you're really rich and you want to have some privacy, you get yourself a nice plot of land and somewhere out in the country, and you build it up to be resourceful. But dude, when you're building a dome with one eye, the eye of Ra, to be seen above the sky, and then buying this private island out in the middle of the sea, why is it always out in the middle of the sea? These guys want to go and participate and do these
that's
weird
where the demons are.
things.
Remember when the demonic
Yes.
jumped into the sea? They never left it.
Okay, so she's got the eye of Ra. Okay, and what is Ra? Okay, the ancient symbolism.
Sun God.
He's the sun god, right? And what does he have on top of his head, brother? Ra has a snake. The
Yeah.
sun snake. Okay, these are snakes. That's what we're trying to tell you guys. This
Yeah.
is an ancient religion. This is nothing new under the sun that's happened with the Epstein files. They're just making it seem like it because, again, modern people, modern Christianity, modern times have completely destroyed the human almost condition. Studying history is how we learned to not do things in the future, but now nobody wants to study history. Nobody wants to look at the past and see how things really were and see why things were happening the way they are, which the Bible, see, everyone loves all the parts of the Bible. Oh yeah, Jesus loves us, he died for us, rose from the grave. All great history to know. But if you would actually read the Old Testament, which I feel like a lot of Christians today in the modern day churches don't do, because they feel like, oh, it's old, so it doesn't have any pertaining to our life now. It just couldn't be any further from the truth.
I
It's
was talking about the Seal of Solomon.
yes, yes.
Ecclesiastes 1:9 states, what has been is what will be, and what has been done is what will be done, and there is nothing new under the sun. All
Yeah.
right, that's attributed to King Solomon. So when you hear what's going on now with the Epstein files and the pedophilia and the trafficking, and the sexual immorality and the wickedness and the worshipping of false gods, guys, it's not new. It was going on whilst Jesus was walking the earth. Okay? Man's heart is evil, it's corrupt, it's wicked. All right? So
Look, even this guy, his name is completely coded, you guys, with the way these people operate. Again, these guys, I don't even know if Richard Branson is this person's real name. It's just his pen name, his figure name, Rich. Oh, what does the world say? To be rich and powerful. What is when your heart waxes cold, what does it grow? Hard. Or these people are hard for celebrity, when we get to the sexual side, you get hard. These men are perverts, rich hard. Brand, son, like brand, when you brand something, like you brand cattle. And what are we talking about? The son being circumcised or sealed in the heart by the son, and they worship the son god.
he was also born in Shamley Green, and the fourth horseman rides a green horse.
And money is green. These aliens, these lizards, snakes are usually what? Green, or portrayed as
Yeah, they're
green.
portrayed as green. Yeah, and like I said, he founded the Virgin Group, and
And
that's
well,
what they've taken to
oh,
the.
this is a great transition. Okay, green, like green monsters. Okay, when you see monsters or you see them coming out of the sea, they're usually slimy and green because of the sea algae. Okay,
Yeah.
You got David Copperfield. Okay, this guy's he's got his own private island. Johnny Depp's got his own private island. Leonardo
He
DiCaprio.
was in Pirates of the Caribbean, which is all about the sea.
Yes, all about the sea and being a pirate. Okay, these people are like pirates. Okay, and they have the child sex trafficking ring that they are a part of because it is one big ring. It is one big club. If you ain't in it and you ain't in it, Leonardo DiCaprio, part of the ring. Leo, the lion. Who's the Pope right now? And we was talking about the Pope and his
Leo.
ring. Leonardo. Okay, and then
And recently, remember when Leonardo DiCaprio was with Pope Francis?
and he's in a new movie, which is about all about revolt and revolution. One last or I forget what the movie is called. It's super symbolic, you guys. It's really crazy. And then you got this guy, old Passion of the Christ. Hey, I love the Passion of the Christ just like anybody else, but this guy has been a massive figure in Hollywood, and you guys have to understand right now the play in Hollywood and the role that is being played by everybody that is have been a part of this for all these years is to be truth seekers or truth tellers. Now is the age of knowledge increasing, aka not only knowledge in the light and oh yeah, Jesus Christ and all the stuff we're revealing, they are revealing the dark, because in order to get a new world order, you must destroy the old. So everyone will say, oh, well, Mel Gibson's a good guy. He's been talking about all this stuff. Don't even want to get into it. How the Jews, you know what I mean? The
Well,
anti-Semite.
I sent you a video of him speaking yesterday that had 5 million views.
That's what I'm saying. And while The Passion of the Christ was honestly, it's one of the greatest movies ever made with what I believe Jesus really did suffer. It's almost like with the Catholic Church and with these people in Hollywood, it's almost mockery to show what they were able to do to pervert mankind so hard to do such a thing to Jesus, an innocent man.
Well,
All of us.
they made Satan a female though in that movie.
Yeah, and the baby was like an old man. Like it looked like an old man. Here, I'll pull it up. Yeah.
Well,
And what
it was the baby was played by an old man.
yeah, the Passion of Christ, and John Caservera, or whatever, that guy who played Jesus, he's attached to that guy Remy, who is they're Catholic, you guys.
The all Catholic guys.
They're all Catholic, and
Bullshit.
they promote I'm sure on social media or other things, you've seen it promoted through Hollow, right?
Well,
Hollow.
that's what they heavily pushed yesterday with Mark Wahlberg with that mark on his head, with that cross in the center of his forehead.
Okay, see, this is what we're talking about with this genetic bloodline that's an old bloodline. Okay, look, it's almost like he's telling you, yes, the woman, okay, this is the Baphomet. He's portraying the woman, Satan. Okay, Satan, or the whore of Babylon, is portrayed as a woman. The woman is the one who fell to Satan first. So see, it is the woman that Satan first attacked. Okay, the women. That's why these people, the sex trafficking rings and stuff, most of the victims are what?
What
Women.
girls?
Now,
Yeah,
and
girls.
children, because children are innocent. But what is a woman's job, in the kingdom of heaven and the kingdom of God, and our duty on earth, what God told us to do? What? Be fruitful and multiply. You can't be fruitful and multiply without women.
Yep.
We're very pro woman here on this stream, and people say, oh yeah, the Bible's sexual, like sexist, and it degrades women. No, it doesn't. It's given more rights to women and more equality to women than any other book. You want to talk about women being suppressed, as you were just doing a stream on Ramadan and Islam? Yeah, you think that people in the women in Islam are free? Got to cover your head. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So free, and so empowering to women. And now some say, well, that's because they're trying to be modest. Yeah, covering up their face and hiding them from everybody and sealing them from public, or to be part of the public. I don't think that's what God is talking about by a woman being modest.
Yeah, and also they talk about how basically the women should surrender to the man. They've exploited that to basically abuse the women.
And children, because what did Muhammad do? He married a 6-year-old and supposedly consummated with her at 9.
Yeah.
But I don't believe that he waited even that long. And what? He had, how many wives did he have? He had like 12 wives, 13 wives.
Yeah.
And you're promised, in Islam, when you die, or you die an honorable death for Muhammad, you get what in heaven?
72 virgins.
72 virgins. See, back to sex. Why would God be giving you virgins in heaven if this is like the ultimate glory, ultimate time of peace? Why is God giving you virgins to have sex in heaven if he's not a perverted God?
When he wants you to die to the flesh as well.
And he wants you to die for the flesh, and he says two become one. Shit, he even says to not get married if you can. So see, everyone's like, yeah, you got to get married, that's the like point of life. No, the point of life is to follow God, to find God.
Exactly.
Not get married, not have children. Yes, he said be fruitful and multiply, but he also said the trouble that would come with this. Okay? When you seal yourself with a ring. Now that gets right into what we're going to talk about today in the world, and the ring that is being destroyed. See, they're destroying the ring, aka the pedophile ring, which is the biggest story on the earth right now. Why? Because it is going to set something off. Okay, what is being set off? I mean, like I said, Prince Andrew getting arrested today by a government that literally said you can't buy or sell or work here soon without the digital ID passport. Why are they all of a sudden arresting Prince Andrew now? Why are they all of a sudden attacking this pedophile ring now? I've been telling people about this pedophile ring and these rings, all the rings of evil happening on this earth all around, not just here in America, everywhere. I've been telling people since 2012. There's people before me that were telling people. Bill Cooper, go back to him. He's telling you about Mystery Babylon and the ring.
One of the main reasons why they're doing this, is exposing this, is to prevent it from happening again. So that's why they're going to track us. They're going to know where everybody is. So,
what is the most controversial Super Bowl ad? What was the most controversial Super Bowl ad?
Go on.
The Ring cameras.
Oh my word, yeah.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Super Bowl ad. We'll just quickly tangent. Want to talk about this movie, The Ring, though. 7 days to die. 7's the perfect number of God. God created the earth in 7 days. And he rested on the 7th, created everything in 6 days, rested on the 7th. So it's funny.
Yeah, that's your 6-7.
There's your 6-7. Oh yeah, there's your 6-7, because 6 is the number of man. God created man on the 6th day. So when you see when you see these people portraying, even in movies or whatever, and they show men, it's 6. Like, you have to think of man as the number 6, okay? Because that is the day that God created man. So that's why that number is so heavily attached to mankind, is because it's literally the day of creation. So when you see 6 with a lot of stuff, 6-7, it's almost this transition from man to being like God, right?
Yeah. And you were talking about be fruitful and multiply.
Yes.
I just want people to understand what that means, because something I've learned about the Bible is you have to understand the context and who God was talking to. He was talking to Adam and Eve, not to every single person that had ever be born in the world. Can I get an amen? He was talking to them to be fruitful and multiply. All right. What's the point in
Yes.
having all that earth for it to be empty? He wasn't aiming it now at us. If anything, there's probably how many people is there? 8 billion people. So you've got to understand with God who he's talking to, when he was talking to them. Okay. I just wanted to make that point.
Context,
Like you
yes.
said,
No, context is everything in the Bible, you guys. And again, now God wants us to be fruitful. Most people are probably going to be happier in life if they're married and have a family because it does bring great joy. But as a man with 3 children, small children, and seeing all this Epstein stuff right now and knowing about what I've known since 2012, because I was telling people about Jeffrey Epstein long before all of this stuff is now coming out. I mean, even go to my Instagram years ago, I was telling people about these rings. Okay, I can pull it up here in a bit. I've got the receipts. You guys, it wasn't just, it wasn't just right now that this time has been, again, this is nothing new under the sun. They're only exposing it now because this is what brings in the new order, the new system, peace through
seduction
what?
and all of that.
Security.
And going back, sorry, to be fruitful and multiply. Which religions are most known for having the biggest families? Catholics, Muslims.
Yep.
All right, they've twisted it. And when John of Patmos wrote the book of Revelation, did he take his family with him?
No, he was
Did he
completely
go alone?
isolated,
That's why I
alone.
believe God made me isolated, even though I had everything that I could have dreamed of having. God knew that I needed to be alone. All right, He wasn't calling me to have children. And you've got many people who have 7, 8, 9 children, and they've never picked up the Bible. So you're not honoring God, all right, by having unprotected sex and just bringing loads of children in the world. That's not how it operates. Don't be fooled by that, guys. People always
Yes.
say it to me, illusion, you're a child of God. You seem to know the Bible really well, yet you don't have a child. What's your point?
Because what does it say in the Bible? It says that when a man or say, let's say a woman is married to a man, the Pharisees even asked Jesus this. They say, okay, a woman's husband dies, and then her brother decides to take her on, like marry her, which that's kind of weird to think. But things, like you said, times and cultural things have shifted. Again, man has always been corrupt, and our ways have been corrupt. Even David and Solomon, with all their women that they were sleeping with and their many wives, God allowed it, but God was not pleased with it. I'll tell you that right now. Because did He give Adam many different wives in heaven? Why didn't He make three Eves
That,
from
that,
his ribs?
that's what's key is that God will allow it. It doesn't mean that
He
He
likes it, or
embraces it.
yeah, and exactly, or perfect word. He doesn't embrace sin. He allows sin because this is the game of life. The ultimate game right now is to choose what you do with your life. You get to choose. That is the ultimate gift from God, guys. And people are choosing the beast system right now. Why? Because we are all participating in all of these rings, these different rings. We are being sealed to different things. Again, if you're a person right now, you might have this ring camera. And so during the Super Bowl, which we'll get into the ring, we'll get back to it. A Super Bowl ad for Ring security cameras boasting how the company can scan neighborhoods for missing dogs has prompted some customers to remove or even destroy their cameras. So see, they're almost creating this great awakening of like, yeah, see, we can literally tap into your cameras without your permission through AI and through these infrastructures. Okay. And we can literally make a ring of security cameras. Now you can't even go outside and walk your dog without your neighbor having you on video camera and the government being like, oh, well, we know where you're at. Heck, go watch any documentary or anything in the modern times. Almost everybody that gets caught, you know how they catch these criminals and these people now? By seeing people's ring cameras. They go and ask the people. They say, "We want to see the footage from your ring camera or your cameras on your house." We're all told that cameras are helping protect us. But what is it really doing? It's really enslaving us. We're entering into the Big Brother 1984 constant surveillance. This
Yeah.
is the new order that they want, constant surveillance. And how are they going to bring constant surveillance? Oh, by telling people, oh, well, there's people out here sex trafficking and human trafficking. We've got a pedophile ring. So how do we stop them? Well, we chip everybody. Oh, you get your kid chipped.
Well, the commercial at the Super Bowl was all about basically
Finding
this
a
app
dog.
app where you could track your animals, wasn't it?
Yeah, and what do we already do with our animals? We microchip them.
And what did Cain say about Abel?
He said, I am not my brother's keeper.
Which indicated what? That
That he's like
Abel
an
was an animal.
yes, and so this is why we're telling you guys this is a bloodline, an ancient bloodline that is being revealed on the earth. The ring, okay, these people who have become the kings and the priests and the high authorities of the earth, right? See, check your dog's microchip your pet. Everybody's already chipping your animals. You don't think that if somebody without with the lack of knowledge that has absolutely no idea what we're sitting here talking about today, what we're exposing, people in the chat, what we know about all the things that are coming and happening. Hey, so when a baby is born, and this is actually happening in the UK too, where you have to get your kids signed up for the digital ID system, which is the first step to them being tracked. Okay, it's literally gonna, so many people, I've told people for years, they're gonna use pedophilia and these sex trafficking rings with Epstein and all this stuff that's been going on, Pizzagate, all the stuff that we're finding out that's just coming to light now. Why now? Because it's been out there. So again, why is Prince Andrew getting arrested today? Why wasn't he arrested, let's just say 2017, when Pizzagate and the files came out, the WikiLeaks files that made it that put out Prince Andrew being attached to all these young girls with Bill Clinton and all that stuff? Why wasn't an arrest made then, Adam?
Very, very good point.
Why now? Why is all of a sudden all of this coming out now?
Because they're about to reveal the beast system.
Yes, and what is the beast system? It means you have to seal yourself to the beasts.
You destroy the old system to create the new one.
And what is ultimately with Satan and the ring being Saturn? What's going to happen to Satan and these rings? One sec. Sometimes it times out. Revelation, as we talked about Michael Jordan and his rings and these rings, all these rings. And I saw an angel come down having the key of the bottomless pit. A key could be like a ring, okay, right? The key of the seals of Solomon, or a key, the seal, okay, to the bottomless pit, and a great chain in his hand. What is a chain made of? A bunch of links or rings connected.
Yep.
Okay, and now we get back to the ring film and how everything is connected. Okay, see the rings. The Olympics are going on right now. They're exposing pedophile rings. The Olympics is all about earning the gold medal, the golden rings, representing your country, the ring of countries, flags.
Yeah, well, just bring up the Olympic logo of the rings. You got those rings. Same with like Audi.
Yes, it's all relevant, you guys. Why they show you the rings, okay? Sealed, okay? And essentially it's a bunch of 88s. Do you see that? 8. There's a gap in between them because, see, unfortunately with man's world, it's never going to see. I told you the loop of life is going to eventually end. And actually you see the eye in the middle of it. Do you see that? Do you see the eye with the ring in between the 8? There's a gap, okay? It's almost like the New World Order. And what is it? Novus Ordo Seclorum. There's a gap. Okay, see, they're trying to fill the gap right now, these gaps that are in mankind. Oh, yeah, we've got all these problems and issues. There's no true peace. This is what the Olympics has been indoctrinated to the public for, is to bring a unity or a peace agreement, right? Look at, even in Nazi World War II, Hitler's literally conquering and doing all these terrible, evil things, and he still gets to come to the Olympics, and they just all of a sudden, they're all hicky-dory, and oh yeah, let's just play some games.
The Olympics, it was 1936, the same year Pope Francis was born, when it was held in Berlin with Hitler. Yeah, like Nazi Germany, like literally hosting the Olympics. It's interesting now USA are going to be hosting this World Cup this year when the world is on the verge of world war. I think a war is going to be announced on February the 20th.
We're very close to a war with Iran right now. That's for sure. And what I thought Trump said no new wars when he got into office, brother.
Yeah, the Prince of Peace who just loves to bomb nations in the name of peace.
So, okay, his piece is, you get on with my board of peace, or we just kill you. He literally said, he goes, they're going to be dead. Yeah. He literally says this. He says, if you don't conform to these Abraham, of course, he back to the promised seed of God, right? Why is Trump making these things called the Abraham Accords, which, see, they're perverting the truth. They're perverting the Bible. See, they're saying, oh, we're going to bring peace. Him being called the Prince of Peace, the ultimate blasphemy, you guys. I think when when me and Adam say that we believe he's the Antichrist, it's because we read the Bible and Jesus says many antichrists are on the earth, aka if you deny Jesus, you are antichrist, because what are you? You are a servant of the devil who
Of the
was
spirit.
anti-God. But that's the spirit. We're talking about the man of perdition. It doesn't say men of perdition. It doesn't say spirits of perdition. It says a man, okay? And whatever we believe about these people being inverted, shapeshifters, doesn't matter. What the world knows Donald Trump as is a man. Okay, doesn't matter. Again, what we know, what we understand, these people are probably clones, inverts. I think they're fallen angels, shapeshifters, snakes hiding behind the mask, right? I've been telling people Donald Trump wears a mask. He's the ultimate actor. And what does an actor do, or the jokers or the clowns do? They put on mask.
And we said, didn't we, that it means hypocrite.
And yes, the Greek word for actor, just to show you guys, the Greek word for actor is hypocrite. What does the snake do to Eve, or what does the snake do in the Jungle Book with the young boy? He hypnotizes them. This is MK Ultra hypnosis, okay? This is why people go to therapy. People literally go to therapy to get hypnotized, okay? Where they literally take you out of your consciousness and take your subconscious while you're in a trance.
Like
And
the
they
chance with the snake in Jungle Book, isn't it?
Yes, and yes, Ka. What did he do to the young boy after he was what was he doing? He was mind controlling him. Trust in me. Trust in me. And he's got the colorful eyes. See the colorful eyes, like the Olympic rings, colorful rainbow. Oh, the rainbow. The Olympics represents the rainbow. What is that?
God's covenant.
For what? Massive judgment?
Yep.
Okay, so they're showing you that this is going to be judged. These rings are going to fall. Okay, the ring of fire, the ring of death. Back to the Ring film now. Here's where it gets really crazy, where we can blow some rabbit holes open, and how this movie, 2002, I see 22. How many books in the book of Revelation?
22 chapters in the book of Revelation. The Seahawks just became 2-2 in Super Bowls. There's 22 letters in the Hebrew alphabet.
Okay, and now
What's the number?
you want to see how the Ring, the movie The Ring, attaches to what's happening on this earth right now? I'm telling you, these
guys,
people.
give me some woos in the chat.
Let's get some woos. Let's get some woos. If you're in the ring of God, that's what we're all here to do. We're all here to empower each other, not through this world and its rings and the things that they tell us to chase, but the circle of God, the seal of God. Okay, that's what we're all here to bring people into, the circle. Like I said, the circle of trust. The true circle of trust is following Jesus Christ and only trusting in him and his word alone. But you'll have like I'll Meet the Parents. Yeah, you want to enter into these private rings, these circles of trust, right? That's why most rituals, what do they start off by doing? Drawing a circle, right? So the Ring, the 2002 film Ring, is an American supernatural film directed by Gore, like bloody, kind of weird name, Gore Verbinski. I see the Gore and then the V. V represents the fifth age. Written by Krueger, like Freddy Krueger. What the heck?
Yeah, they put the gore was like when Jesus was put a spear through him.
Yep. And then we have Naomi. Oh, there's Naomi, like Naomi Campbell. Oh, there's two. And Watts, like Watts. How many gigawatts do you need to time travel? 1.21 gigawatts or whatever.
You know what's outrageous is that Naomi means gentle, lovely, or delightful.
Wow.
They twist it, mate. They twist it.
They have. Martin Henderson. When I see the word Martin, I almost always think Martian.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, I just like that's what my mind goes to. But
Martin has the mar, which means sea.
Yeah, Mara sea, but it also has the mart. You can't buy or sell at the market, right? Yes. And then it's got David. There we go. We got King David. You see all these names. There's always something biblical. All of the names, all the people. It's nothing. There's truly nothing. It's not random. Oh, this guy David Dorfman, Brian Cox, Rachel Keller. So this is where it ties to Seattle and the beast rising from the sea. This ring, okay, or this whatever's happening, the ring of fire. What does it feel like? Everything's going to be set ablaze. God's going to bring judgment, the rainbow judgment, but this time it's going to be by fire. A journalist who discovers a VHS tape that causes its viewers to die in 7 days. So on the 6th day, God finished the creation, and on the 7th day, he rested. So it's kind of interesting. See, it's almost like if you die on the 7th day, you're resting in your eternal place, right?
Yeah.
So they're mocking God's, even his rest day, his day that is meant for peace and rejuvenation. The 7th day is meant for death in this movie. They worship death, you guys. It's a death cult. It's a death ring.
Skull and Bones is the brotherhood of death.
Yes, the brotherhood of death, the skull and bones. They worship death. That's why we believe what they are, is because man does not, like normal men like me and Adam and all you in the chat, most of you are not obsessed with death. Yes, we understand death. Yes, I've accepted death. That's why I've humbled myself and why God is using us. I know that I'm going to die someday. It could be right now. Heck, we could be on camera and an aneurysm, which we all have aneurysms in our bodies. We all have these ailments and things that could happen in a blink of an eye that literally will kill you dead before you even hit the ground. If you have an aneurysm pop in your head or go to your heart, you'll be dead before you hit the floor. Mm-hmm. Okay. So this ring is talking about death. Okay. They're talking about death by watching what? A movie. You see, what are all these movies and all these things and all these celebrities and these Hollywood circles? What you call it, the Hollywood circle, right? Which is a ring. They're dying. Like they're dying out. Like movies are dying. Movies cause death. They worship death. They worship all this pedophilia stuff. They show you pedophilia stuff.
Have you noticed, like when you said the movies are dying, if you notice, like I said, Satan's running out of ideas. He just keeps repeating movies. Even like with the Ghostbusters. You know what? Let's just get women to play the role of the Ghostbusters. He's running out of ideas. Hollywood's dying, like you said. It is dying. It's being exposed. And you know who's exposing it? God
is, and Satan's going to use Satan knows that God is exposing his darkness. So what is he doing? He's shrouding the true revealing of what's happening through the Bible and through like people like me and Adam through deceptive light. So that's why you're seeing this false light come upon the world on all of these rings, these pedophile rings, these celebrity rings, these rings. Okay, they're exposing it all because they want one ring to rule them all, brother.
And I think what you're going to get is some of them are going to come out and openly admit what they've done.
Yes.
But then use God's forgiveness.
That's why you're seeing so many. Yes.
Not be sincere or genuine or truly repentant, but then you're just going to hear people be like, to people like me, well, I thought you said God was loving and merciful and forgiving. You don't think Prince Andrew can't come to the Lord? Because he can, but you're going to see them all come out saying this. And people are going to be they'll end up glorifying these people, bro, by doing that.
I mean, just because somebody says the name of Jesus doesn't mean they believe it in their heart. The demons literally acknowledged Jesus when he cast the demons out of the man, and they called themselves Legion. Okay. I'm pretty sure Legion might have the word.
Do you know when Seattle won the first Super Bowl? Okay. They were called the Legion of Doom.
Yes, and look, okay, and then now that's where we're going to get into with the Seattle and the beast rising. Look at this, the plot. Teenage girls Katie and Becca discuss the urban legend that a videotape curses whoever views it to die a week later. That night, Katie, who viewed it 1 week ago, is killed by an unseen force. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against what, brother? Principalities, which God would consider, or we would consider here in the flesh, unseen forces. Okay, but this is where it gets crazy. The Ruth asked her sister Rachel. Okay, Rachel is from the Bible, right? Yeah. A Seattle-based journalist. The ring is based on a Seattle-based journalist to investigate the death. There we go. We have Seattle. The beast rises from the sea. Seattle Seahawks won. We told you weeks before that we seen Seattle win in the Super Bowl because it is the time of the beast system to rise, not the patriotic free system.
Well, that's about to get destroyed. That's why the Patriots got killed.
America cannot exist in the New World Order, folks. America was created to bring the New World Order. Everyone says this is a Christian nation. This is a Christian nation. No, it's not.
No, it's
not according to the founding fathers. Thomas Paine. Thomas Paine, okay, he's one of the founding fathers that helped set up the Declaration of Independence and brought all the stuff in. He's just one of the ones that isn't openly acknowledged, and maybe this is why. Is because he says that the Bible, look, this is what he says. You read his book, The Age of Reason, okay? Christianity is the strangest religion ever set up, for it committed a murder upon Jesus in order to redeem mankind from the sin of eating an apple. Look at, they are implanting this false lie that it's about eating an apple.
Jesus wasn't murdered, guys. He gave his life.
Yes, and Jesus wasn't killed, and they didn't even, and crucifixion was meant to actually make somebody suffer for a long time before they died. That's why they put your feet up, and the way they positioned you and had your arms spread out is because it was meant to open up your chest cavity and also compress it all together after they just whipped and beat you so much that you would actually sit there and suffocate to death.
You know what's crazy? The prophecy that he wouldn't break a bone, and they never broke one of his bones, because usually they would snap their legs, wouldn't they?
Yep, they would snap their legs, dip, and they didn't break a bone. But they did what? They pierced his side after he was dead. And what came running out? Blood and water. And you must be born again to enter into the kingdom of heaven.
Cleansed by the blood. That's why it had to be water and blood.
And why do you think these people that we're finding out now in these pedophile rings love blood? They are vampires. They love the blood. It's all about the blood, you guys, the DNA.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we have the beast rising from the sea, okay, which then brings what? War. We have the infinite...
pestilence, mass death.
Yeah, and look, this film, look at this is interesting how this film, it won... You're
going to have to reshare your screen.
Oh, sorry, yep. I don't know why this times out like
no worries.
Sometimes. The Ring received awards, so the Ring won. It grossed 249. I see that 42 right there, 42 months, million worldwide, and at the 29th Saturn Awards. You guys, there it is. Satan is Saturn.
And do you know, this is in my book, but somebody just mentioned it, that the airport code for Seattle's airport is C.
Yes, C.
It's literally, so the main airport serving Seattle, Washington is Seattle-Tacoma International Airport, commonly known as SeaTac, or by its airport code, C.
And what are rising from the sea? The monsters, the aliens. See, everyone thinks the aliens are going to come from outer space or from another galaxy or solar system. We're here to tell you the true aliens, the fallen angels, they're here. They are already here, folks. They are on the earth. Okay.
It's unbelievable how many Christians say they're not here when they were cast out of heaven to earth. It never tells you they went anywhere else after that.
No, and now we're seeing and so now what do we have on the earth after this ring? So Saturn, Seattle, the ring, okay, Saturn's ring.
And remember Brady, right? So does Saturn have 7 rings?
Doesn't it? Yes.
Yeah, Brady has 7 rings. And Pope Francis was born on Saturnalia on 12/17, the 199th prime, and Tom Brady was the 199th pick, and he retired with 7 rings.
Wow. Okay, I just pulled up the rings of Saturn. Okay, Saturn has the most extensive and complex ring system. Would you not say that Satan and the fallen angels have brought the most extensive and complex systems to this earth?
Absolutely.
Almost, you know, when you see technology, even the way this technology works now, They make it. This is why science is a religion now. The Church of Scientology, the Church of Religion, the deception of, or I mean, of science is because there's numbers attached to science, and they put all these numbers like Saturn, which is 1.2 million kilometers, three-fourths million miles. Most people can't even like imagine the amount of numbers that go into all this science, and so it almost makes they almost use science to make us feel dumb, don't they?
Yes.
They make it seem like, oh, you're not smart enough. You haven't taken the time to take classes and be told what these numbers mean. Now I know we got some math whizzes in the chat, you know, like our brother Patrick. We got a lot of people that understand numbers, but like when it comes to space and all this crap with space, you want to know how we can end world hunger and world debt immediately, just as a overall worldly conglomerate, you know, or if we want to all band together and bring some money to the world to help the world problems, stop space or exploration. How many of you are going to the moon in your life? Adam, what's the chance of you going to the moon?
I think I'm going this afternoon after coaching.
You're gonna fly up in Jeff Bezos' little ring of women and go fly up in the sky.
Did you see Elon Musk yesterday? He says, I agree with the teachings of Jesus. Again, more end times deception. Guys, agreeing with the teachings of Jesus is nothing like you should be like, wow, really? Like, what, the guy who never lied, who never killed, who never stole, who never had a lustful thought. Of course, the world will be a better place. Elon Musk will say something like that, and the whole world is like, oh my word, Elon Musk. He's like an angel. He's going to heaven. Guys, agreeing with the teachings of Christ does not save you. It does not save you by agreeing with the teachings of Christ. And by the way, you know, with Ramadan, one of the main reasons they do it is because they're showing respect for those less fortunate than them. So they fast. Well, why don't they go feed the poor? Why don't they actually go feed the poor rather than fasting? How's that help the poor? By you fasting. Imagine somebody just dying of starvation going, you know what, I feel a lot better because you're fasting for a month, whatever they do. It's outrageous when you actually just break down these human traditions and what they symbolize. Just outrageous to me.
What did the first person supposedly to see Saturn's appearance for the naked eye was with a telescope, all right? Telegram or tell something. We're telling a story. Television, or when you have a scope, that means you're on target or you're looking to mark something. When you're a shooter, you use a scope to what? Mark.
Yep.
All right. Galileo. Now we have Queen who sings Galileo in Bohemian Rhapsody, where he literally says, Beelzebub has the devil set aside for me. So we have the Satan.
We're all singing that, aren't we? We're all singing that, basically.
Oh, and when you win the championship, what do you sing? The song?
We are the champions.
We are the champions, my friends. And they worship homosexuality, the rainbow. They wear masks.
Freddie Mercury, like the planet.
Look at brother. Oh my gosh, talking about aliens, Seattle, beast rising from the sea. Look at their queen. We are the champions. It's a gray man.
Oh my goodness, bro.
The aliens are gray. You got the gray aliens like the lamb, okay? When Aleister Crowley, we talked about this lamb. I told you guys, we don't script this. We just let the Holy Spirit reveal. There's too much that like literally we could talk for 7,000 hours about everything, but we're showing you they call the aliens grays. Yes. Aleister Crowley, this is the image or this is the spirit that came upon him when he was doing rituals in Egypt with his wife Rose.
Didn't Epstein have gray hair?
Yes, Epstein has gray hair. Dude, it's all about being old, you guys. That is what we're seeing. Look, the Board of Peace, Aleister Crowley, or the Board of Peace that Trump just made, just took a photo. You guys tell me what you see here. A bunch of old men. Look they're sitting in a ring.
The old serpent.
Old serpent. Look, the United Nations has a ring around it, okay? Ring around the rosies. Okay, lamb, okay? Back to the queen. We are the champions. Okay, and then back to Saturn. I told you guys, this is deep. This is deep stuff. This is what's digging in the rabbit hole, you guys. But look, it was Christian in 1655. So Galileo became the first to observe Saturn's rings. GG, like good game, or GG, like God. Like, you know, G is the seventh, so 77. He's got the G, like the G men, the Masons, the builders. These people are setting up the solar system and building this false, almost light. Like, how many people have when you're a child, how many people buy their kids like the solar system or the planetary
You
system
have
as
to.
a poster?
You have to design it at school. I
Yeah,
did it
and
in primary school and middle school.
And NASA even admits to using CGI.
NASA the serpent.
Yeah, NASA the serpent. Okay. They use CGI.
C.
Some Earth photos from NASA are composites. They were made by combining several photos using highly detailed ones taken from low orbit satellites into a single picture. So, see, everyone's like, see, we have pictures of the Earth. They're literally telling you they are composites. They are pictures taking and combined on a computer. Now, I don't even want to get in flat Earth. I don't care about what the shape of the, why do we care about what the shape of the Earth is, guys, when there's people hungry and dying and there's sex trafficking rings happening on Earth? Why do we give a shit about what the Earth looks like? We know what it is. God's creation, and he made the sun and the moon, and he's going to destroy the Earth. Everything's going to pass away. So why do we care so much? Why are we spending so much money on this crap? Space exploration, because it's all about the alien agenda, the grays, the champions, the ones who are going to reveal themselves. Okay, we are the champions.
The men of renown.
Yes, okay, and so if you see here in the Saturn, back to the Saturn, Christian Hughes was the first person to describe them as disc around Saturn. So we have a guy named Christian,
okay,
who discovered the rings around Saturn.
Wait, do you remember that song? Ring a rose.
Yeah, ring around the rose. That's like, and that's like about war and death. Like, that's actually got a really negative thing around it.
Yeah, they all fall down. It's about the soldiers.
So it says that the rings around the rings around Saturn are made up mostly of what? Water, ice. What are we seeing right now?
The US.
Ice all over the U.S. Cold as ice. Foreigner, you're as cold as ice. Vanilla ice. When you want to, God says that he would rather have you be cold than lukewarm, because at least he knows your heart is ice cold. He made Pharaoh's heart ice cold. Your wax cold's cold. You go cold like ice with a trace component of rocky material. Who is the rock, brother?
Jesus.
All right. And now when you talk about rings, if you're a boxer, dun, 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 you fight in a ring, okay? You seal your glory. You seal your champion attitude by being in a ring. Look, he's doing the V. There it is. Worship, praise. Okay, he's in Philadelphia. He's praising. They call him Rocky Balboa. What is a boa?
Yeah, you got the Baal as well.
And you got Baal. The snake, you guys, they worship the snake. They are constricting you and your mind and the world. Satan he is constricting this earth.
And remember, the snakes are subtle, crafty, and sly, and Sly Stallone was Rocky.
Yes, I got.
He's now endorsing Trump, the snake, as well, isn't he?
Yes, Rocky.
Heavily.
And he's who? He's Rambo, which is he's a military mercenary. And what is everybody calling for right now? Revolution, rebellion, revolt. You guys, we're just telling you right now. Now, everybody, I know you're upset. The Epstein files make us all want to rise up and do something. I'm telling you, if this stuff would have came out 100 years ago, there'd already be civil war happening. But the reason that nothing's happening right now is because they've got us constricted to the system. We are all dependent on the system. How many of you in the chat right now, if they shut off your internet and your water, how long do you think you could survive? Ask yourself that. Do you have enough supplies to survive for a month?
Yeah, and depends where you are. If you're in a
I mean, I'm blessed enough where the water falls from heaven. But most people are not ready to break from the system. When Civil War and even the Revolutionary War happened, right? people were self-sufficient. They had their own farm, they had their own land. They weren't really dependent on systems or the government. We are all unfortunately guilty of buying into the system. I mean, even here right now, what a blessing to be able to sit here and preach to all of you around the world, wherever you're sitting right now. I don't got to physically buy a plane ticket or write a letter to talk to you or speak to you. We can freely speak and talk right now through this amazing blessing that God has given us. But again, see, that's how you know it's the end, because what are we doing? We're increasing in knowledge, you guys.
It says that the word of God will be preached to all four corners of the earth, and what better way than the internet?
If the earth's a ball, why does God say that there's four corners on the earth?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just, again, I'm not, that's the conspiracy with the, hey, I get flat earth really helps, it actually helps prove creationism. But again, why are we so obsessed with the creation and not the creator?
Yes.
That's my problem with flat earthers, or people that are so heavily into this stuff. You've created another matrix by setting your heart and your focus on, we got to prove that the earth is flat. We got to prove this. It honestly just makes people kind of think you're crazy, because again, they've been so indoctrinated. That's the last conspiracy you want to take to somebody in the rabbit hole, really, because it's honestly the least important. What we need to see is what's happening on the earth. Where is Jesus and God going to bring his kingdom, brother? Here. To earth, new heaven, on earth. So he doesn't say, "Oh, I'm going to bring the kingdom of heaven to Saturn. Oh, I'm going to bring it to Pluto, to Mars." Not one time do I see these things in the Bible. But what I do see on the earth with the rings are the ring of fire, volcanoes. Okay, volcanoes. And what do volcanoes do? They help create land, or they are fissures underneath the earth from the sea. Most of these volcanoes that are part of the ring of fire are underwater volcanoes.
Yeah, and you got Johnny Cash, the Ring of Fire, Johnny Cash.
Yes, Johnny Cash. John wrote the book of Revelation. You've got cash. You can't buy or sell trade without the mark. That means no more cash. They're trying to destroy the cash system. Light it on fire. What do they say? What, you're burning a hole in your pocket when you like to just spend money? That's just what that's what these people do. It's not about the money, you guys. See, when everyone is looking at the money and all the stuff with the systems of the money, you guys, they created the money. God, yes, he has allowed the tool of money. Now, this is why we try to emphasize, we need money. I need money to pay the bills. I need money to pay my heat bill, to get my water on. We still need money. God knew that we need money. When the Pharisees came to Jesus and they said, "Oh, what about paying taxes to Caesar?" Jesus didn't go, "Yeah, screw that. I have nothing to do with money. If you do anything with money, you're evil." No, he said, "Whose face is on the money?" They said, "Caesar." Then give Caesar's what's Caesar.
Render to Caesar what is Caesar's. He wasn't glorifying paying tax. He was just saying, God. All that was saying for me was, God doesn't want your money. He wants your faith. He wants your worship. He wants your love. He doesn't want your money.
He wants your heart on fire for him, right? When they say that the Holy Spirit comes upon a person, you have the fire.
And in the Rocky, it says, "Hearts on fire."
And how did God appear to Moses?
Yeah, burning bush.
Burning bush. Okay, and then you got bush. There's 9/11, 3/22, skull and bones. Right? The World Trade Centers were set ablaze, on fire. I'd say that the American system, what came from that? Man, I've got way too many.
Surveillance state.
Yes, the Patriot Act. Do you want to talk about falling? You want to talk about America falling and freedom falling and the Constitution falling? If you're so into, the old stuff. Yeah, the Patriot Act.
How can the Patriots Act be signed, and right after the Patriots win the Super Bowl and nobody says anything?
Seriously, bro. And
Brady's first Super Bowl, right after the Patriots Act signed, the Patriots win the Super Bowl.
And Seattle, yes, and it's because they play to the narrative of the times. That is what all these codes and these sports codes, like what Adam and a lot of great people are good at, is seeing the script. Okay, Everything is scripted, you guys, except this podcast or this teaching here. This is all free off the mind. Obviously, we script, we know what we're looking into based on what we research. And, we've got little notes and stuff here to kind of keep us on track. But again, everything is scripted, you guys. Everything is scripted. When you get a prescription, it's prescribed to you. It's a script,
Hollywood
it's a guideline.
movie, doesn't it?
What's that?
A Hollywood movie has a script.
Yes, and look, the script right now is the beast. Where does the beast rise from? The sea. What is the sea color? Blue. And if they're the aliens or the monsters or the snakes, green.
Yep, that's a good point.
It's not a coincidence
You
that
notice,
Seattle is colored green and blue.
Oh, it's just hit me that when you're feeling blue, you're feeling down. And when you're green with envy, aren't you?
Yes, or if you love the world, that means you have green dollar signs in your eyes for the love of money. When you love something, that's where your heart is at. And that's what we're talking about, circumcision. You have to cut these things off from your heart, okay? It's a heart posture when you follow God. Is he live in your heart? Because if he is in your heart, he will convict you when you do sin. You will not want to keep sinning. Your fruit that will be produced will shine and give glory to God. But are all these people that are worshiping, that say they worship Jesus and then playing along with these Hollywood scripts, these money scripts?
I told you, bro. That's why I mentioned in my book how Kid Rock did that halftime show with the Super Bowl. And I mentioned all the money that he's made and how many albums he's sold. And he's coming out with his names up in lights. And like, it wasn't about Jesus. It was about Kid Rock. And just because he mentions Jesus like once, the whole media's like, Kid Rock dedicates his whole set to Jesus Christ. It's like, no, he didn't. He didn't. He dedicated it to himself.
Let's watch what just recently came out with the Department of Health, the Secretary of Health, RFK. Okay. What did they just do? He had a collaboration with Kid Rock. What is Kid Rock doing videos with the Department of Health?
Mate.
You guys, like, we're in freaking strange times right now. Like, everybody literally was saying, is this AI? I thought it was AI at first. Hey, because, I mean, look, the men with gray hair, the old men, they're trying to become strong again, okay? They're trying to strengthen their power over
Oh, my word, bro. There's a famous singer called David Gray, right? And his most famous song is Babylon.
Wow. David Gray, Babylon.
Wow. And he has an album called White Ladder.
Look at on the back of his shirt during this, the eagle. Okay, the eagle. It talks about the eagle in the Bible and lots of symbology with the eagle. The eagle represents freedom. But look, he's got a fish shirt on, a blue shirt, a blue shirt. Oh, Kennedy has a blue shirt on with a fish. What's it say? Water what? I gotta zoom in. Waterkeeper Alliance? It says Waterkeeper Alliance? He has a shirt that says Waterkeeper Alliance, you guys. In this new health, I've teamed up with Kid Rock to deliver 2 simple messages to American people. Get active and eat real food. What about read the gospel? How about find Jesus Christ? How about repent for your sins?
There isn't any real food anymore.
No, it's all poison, you guys. It's all, I mean, look at, and again, if you say, well, I eat healthy, I grow organic. Great. Like, I'm glad that you think you're so healthy. How do you stop them spraying chemtrails over you, which is metals? Your children are breathing these metals. You are breathing these metals. You guys, they are poisonous from the air, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against what? Principalities of the air. Where are they spraying us? Where are they going to create these illusions? In the air.
Michael Jordan as the
air. Yes, he's Air Jordan. Air Jordan. Jesus was lifted into the air, right? The church will be taken into the air, right? We lift when we die, our soul goes into the air, or what? Under the ground. Heaven or hell, 88 miles per hour. H is 8. All right, so we initially see this, and then look, I even see the symbol. See, they've got the X on the ground, the carpet, everything. Dude, you don't think that they videotaped and they made sure everything that was in this little film that they were going to release to the world wasn't scripted or placed properly?
Every last detail. I've been on a set of a TV show a few times. My ex-girlfriend was an actress, and every single thing is perfectly placed. There's no accidents with it.
Absolutely. Like from the dials, like when you see the minute clocks on the hands
I was
to
just about
everything.
to say that, brother.
Everything is, yes. So back to being scripted. Okay. Everything is scripted. Look, you've got the 2 X's here, which is the arrows. Oh my gosh, they got arrows on the ground. The Antichrist comes riding a white horse and he has what? Apollo and the bow.
Yep. But
Oh,
he
and
has
then you
no
got the,
arrows, does he? He has no arrows.
and if you want to break something or you want to break the foundation of something, you need something sharp like the tip of a spear.
And what about how the Titanic got hit by the tip of the iceberg, the ice?
Oh my gosh, Q said the tip of the spear. I told everybody that QAnon psyop is what's going to be brought in to break the world, because now everybody that says that, oh, see, I told you with QAnon that Trump was playing the role. You guys, it's all connected, right? They pierced Jesus with what? A spear.
Roman Reigns, who's going to headline Super Bowl 42, his finishing moves the spear as well, just like Goldberg.
Look at when they had the Q sent me when they had the January 6th riots. Okay, they said the tip of the spear. Okay, this is what QAnon says, the tip of the spear. Who was the main character during the whole January 6th and QAnon thing? This guy who was wearing the horns.
Oh wow, yes.
Tip of the spear. They say this is the tip of the spear. What will come? It will break the world. They call Trump the tip of the spear. Look, and he's in a photo.
Wow.
You guys, very revealing today. Very revealing of what's coming.
The Beast, guys, and Jesus. Get ready for both.
Yes.
Get ready for both.
There it is. Donald Trump. Oh man, I wish that they showed a full picture of this. Do they? Hopefully. Okay, this isn't a full shot, but in the military academy when he was in the military, because remember, Donald was actually a bad kid. This is why they supposedly sent him to military school. Now, I believe this is to give him the military credentials. See, everyone says, oh, the Antichrist is going to be a great leader. He's going to be like they have all these things that they talk about being a young guy. He's going to be young and handsome. Bro, Trump's been a military guy his whole life because he was raised in the military. And what? Yeah. So out of everybody in this military, now they say Donald really rose up. He took it serious. This is where his life really turned around, was when he joined the military academy, the New York Military Academy. This picture, now I don't know why I can't find a full one, but if you see the full picture of this particular picture that I have up on screen, he is at the front of the triangle of the pose on the stairs. Okay. And he is what? Considered the tip of the spear. Everything is breaking. Wouldn't you say that everything has started to break with what this world is all about since Donald Trump came on the scene politically?
Absolutely. There's no doubt about it.
I mean, this stuff's been going on long before Donald Trump. Again, nothing new under the sun. Donald Trump isn't, he's just being used, just like Judas was used, just like these kings and these people are being used by Satan. Okay. He is just simply a pawn in the game, but he is the head. Okay. He is the head. They have given him authority. The beast rises from the sea and gets great authority. Okay. The board of peace. What is he being given? Authority. All right. He sits at the head of the board of peace.
And again, going back to wrestling, Roman Reigns was called the head of the table.
Yeah, let's look. Okay, I got to close a few more tabs. Wow, you guys, let's smash the like. Let's give us a few woos if you're seeing
guys,
these rings, you guys. Like we're talking about the Lords of the Rings. One ring to rule them all. The rings of Saturn, Satan, the ring. We're showing you how deep the ring is. Everyone just sees rings. Okay, the Seattle, you go for gold. The ring of fire, the volcanoes. Look at in Moana. So we're talking about all these things. The ring of fire is going off, which could create. Yes, Q is another circle with a tail. Okay, who is the dragon? Or what did Satan? Somebody said, cute Robin, great comment. I was going to bring that up. One sec. Satan took a third, drew a third of the angels with what? Revelation 12:4-9. You see how we bring it back to the Bible? Everything comes back to the Bible, but how we see it through the scriptures, not just through this stuff. Everyone's talking about the pedophile rings. Everyone's talking about how many people are bringing it back to the word of God.
And next to nobody.
And again, not saying, oh, this is what God is doing. He's bringing in the new age, the new order. A lot of people think we're in Satan's little seasons. We've literally debunked that. And you'd literally have to skip over so many prophetic things to say that we are in Satan's little season right now. No, we see what's coming. The seals, the horsemen, the mark of the beast, a time unlike ever before on the earth. Again, now Q has the circle, but it has like a tail, or it has like a little squill, like the tail on the Q. Okay. Revelation 12:4-9. And the tail drew the third part of the stars of heaven. The tail. And what has a tail? A dragon.
Dragon.
And what is the dragon? The dragon is the snake. And look at, oh boy, I got to close some tabs. Holy smokes. This is how fast it blows up, you guys. One ring to rule them all, the Ouroboros.
Wow. Is that the snake eating itself?
The snake eating itself, the dragon eating its tail. What did Satan do when he fell from heaven? He essentially consumed himself because of pride, envy, and he took a third part of the angels, which is 33.3%. That's why you see the 33.
That's why Tom Brady, right? Tom Brady, guys, retired with 333 days left in the year. He won his last Super Bowl in 2-7, 3 times 3 times 3. He won 333 regular season games as a starter. Okay, and let me just quickly show the image of him, bro, and then go back to what you're showing.
Show the image, but look, the child ready to be devoured. What are they showing right now? That they devour children, you guys. These pedophile rings.
That's crazy.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
So look at this, guys, with his 7 rings. All right, number 12 with 7 rings, 127. Buildings 1, 2, and 7 came down on 9/11. You just had Ramadan and Lent celebrated on the same day for the first time in 127 years. And remember, we're talking about the sea. I have been talking a lot about Pirates of the Caribbean recently. And remember, Brady won his last Super Bowl with the Buccaneers, the Pirates. Okay?
Who are always chasing what? Gold and treasure.
Oh my word, what's this image?
And when they find a treasure on the map, what is it usually? Oh, he's wearing the Thanos, which is the Infinity War. Infinity is the ring, the circular, the nonstop war. Okay, we are in a nonstop war right now until Jesus comes and ends the war.
That is so true.
Okay, so why is he going to end the war? Because of exactly what we just said. Oh my gosh, Tom Brady. Oh, wow, this is heavy, you guys. This is getting crazy. Okay. So we just said Q is the tail. Okay, Revelation 12:4-9.
Look at that. I mean, you're still sharing mine. Are you sharing?
Yep, I'm still sharing yours. Yep, back on yours.
Michael Jordan avoids $5 million trouble for 7th ring. Guys, it's being fulfilled. Like so Brady's just retired, right? With 7 rings. That's very recent. I actually called his retirement date 18 months before it happened. You've got, now they're having to get Michael Jordan his 7th ring, right? You've got CR7 handing his jersey to Donald Trump for the 7 trumpets. You have the 7 seals, right? The 7 golden candlesticks, all the information with the gold. Guys, you had the Super Bowl on 2/8, the 7th triangular number. 7, it's God's number. Guys, if you can't see that everything is coming back to God, it's because you don't know the scriptures. Okay? And it's just that simple. I say that out of love. If you can't see that everything is coming back to the book of Revelation now, to the biblical end of days, okay, to Jesus Christ, I don't know what to say. So they had to give Michael Jordan his 7th ring. Now I've told you, the war in heaven, Michael against Lucifer, 66.6% of the angels prevailed. Michael Jordan, 6 NBA Finals, 6 NBA Finals wins, 6 NBA Finals MVPs, 666. Tom Brady, retired, 333 days left in the year, won his last Super Bowl, 2-7, which is 27, 3 times 3 times 3. He won 333 regular season games as a starter. You see how those goats right there, Jordan, Brady, those goats, that takes you all the way back to the war in heaven. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
And that's
Amen.
why Jordan needs his 7th ring. Brady's already got his 7th ring. Okay? And why Cristiano Ronaldo has a great chance of winning the World Cup. CR7.
And what does getting a ring in sports solidify you as? Almost like a god or
Yeah, that's why I was talking about the men of renown. Who are the
Yes.
men of renown now? Celebrities, athletes. They're the men of renown.
See that you would have a gold ring as a king, Solomon's seal. Okay, see when you see the Star of David, that is the seal of demons. Okay, now some say there's no proof of Solomon doing this. Solomon did many wicked things in the eyes of the Lord. The Bible is very clear about that. He worshipped false gods. He brought in tons of women. I mean, he had enough concubines to have sex multiple times a day. He was a sex addict, you guys. I mean, kind of like his father. I mean, this is again goes all back to sex. Like, why do men want to have gold rings, Adam? Because they want to show that they have power. And if you have power, what do you usually get? Women. Women, okay?
Yeah.
Most people don't. They only get rich for one reason. You don't get rich so you have a bunch of stuff. No, it's so that people are attracted to you. So that
Brother, I'm just going to take a call. You keep going.
Yep. So we have the rings, okay? We have Solomon's ring, which he was involved in all kinds of witchcraft. He's the one that birthed the Phil's temple. All right. He was given the authority, but he came out of an adulterous relationship where David seen another man's wife and took her for himself. Now, see, this goes back to now Genesis even with Satan. And if something happened in the garden with sex, okay, because they knew that they were naked, but then all of a sudden, let's go to Genesis real fast. Genesis 3. It all comes back to sex, okay? The serpent, we showed the orb eating itself, and back to eating. We associate everything with eating to sex, okay? Again, now let's just, in the chat, think of something or post in the chat something related sexual to food, all right? So like a woman that men will call a woman's jugs melons, right? You've got the eggplant that represents the penis, okay, in society. We've got the peach, which represents booty. All right. Now, you guys see how the fruit is associated with sex when they say that something is, the fruit of your loins, that's your children. A fruit has what? Seeds? You guys, we have to start looking that the Genesis, something crazy happened here. It wasn't just because man ate the fruit, because look, the woman was deceived by the serpent because he said to her, see, he conditioned her. This is what's happening. He is setting everybody up. He is conditioning us to accept what is coming, the knowledge to be like God, the next stage of evolution, the 5th age, the V, okay? But see, it comes with the truth first. God has said, verse 3, ye shall not eat of every tree in the garden. See, he knew what she would say. He knew the answer. He knew that he could deceive her with the fruit trees, okay, what God had provided to eat. And so the woman said to the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God had said, ye shall not eat it of, neither shall you touch it, lest you die. Okay, so if Satan is the catalyst of pride and falling and sin and death, who do you have to mix yourself into with? If you're not a servant of God, you are a servant of the fallen one, okay? And now serpent said to the woman, ye shall surely not die. This is where the lie comes very subtly, you guys, because this was the truth mixed with a lie. See, it's all about mixing. That's the Baphomet. Man mixing with woman. Yes, allegiance, okay? He is saying, you shall not die. But see, what he should have said, if he was being honest with her, with the woman, you will not die immediately, but yes, death will come to you if you take part in what I'm going to show you. I'm going to give you the knowledge of what your body does. For God do know that in the day that you eat thereof, your eyes shall be open, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. And the woman saw that the tree was good for food and that it was pleasant to the eyes. Okay, when we see somebody, what's the first thing that we usually desire about them? It is the very most worldly thing, and we need to look beyond the flesh. But don't lie and tell me that when somebody's choosing a mate or they're choosing somebody to associate themselves with, they don't immediately judge their appearance. Okay.
Just make sure I'm back, just to let you know.
Yep, you're good. So the serpent, see, he uses subtle lies mixed with half truth and a lie to deceive mankind. Okay. And this is what's happening right now with everything. You're getting truth mixed with lies everywhere. This is why you must know the Bible, you guys, because this is how easy it is for him to hypnotize you or to make you see, oh, this is actually a good thing. Yeah, we should give people this. We should let people do that. Do what you want.
Do what thou wilt.
Do what thou will. See the satanic mandate. Do what thou will. Do what you want. You won't die. Oh, hey, go ahead and go sin. Go be a part of that orgy. Hey, go sacrifice. Go do go do a satanic ritual with a fraternity to be part of the brotherhood.
Oh, many people are now believing, because they're preaching the love of God, that they can do whatever they want without actually surrendering to Christ, and they'll go to heaven.
So while it doesn't say, so somebody brought up, I want to address this because this is where people have a hard time attaching to the serpent seed, because it doesn't physically say, and Satan had sex with Eve. Does it say that, the Holy Spirit had sex with Mary?
Amen.
It doesn't say that the Holy Spirit had sex with Mary, but how does the Holy Spirit impregnate Mary? Now, see, I'm not saying that God was like perverted and came upon Mary. No, this was because this is all about DNA and genealogy. This is why we see the seeds of the earth be documented in history through the Bible, why it's so key for God to give us this understanding of genealogy.
Bro, did the fallen angels have sex with?
Yes, we know that the fallen angels had sex. So therefore, now we've just made the connection, okay, from the Bible, that right. The angels slept with women. If the angels are from another dimension or another realm, that means spirits can enter into the flesh, whether that be to impregnate them or possess them, because we see demon possession with Jesus himself casting out demons. So these spirits desire what? The flesh.
So we know that the fallen angels had sex with women biblically.
Yes, biblically it says, right? It says that. It says the Nephilim. Just 4.
Was Lucifer, who became Satan, was he a fallen angel?
Yes.
So, of course, he can have sex with a woman if it was proven that angels can have sex with women. So what you need to remember, guys, that Satan was an angel, okay? A fallen angel. And if the other fallen angels were having sex with women, I wonder who inspired them. Who do they follow? Who do the fallen angels follow? Satan. So doesn't it make sense for the first fallen angels to do this act? To be?
And if you're Satan and you know that God has this redemption, like, because God knows everything. So when he cast Satan out, what he knew what would happen. But see, this is where we don't subscribe to like Calvinism or this predestination type of biblical understanding. Yes, in a way, everything is predetermined because God is omnipresent. He's not, there's no beginning, there's no middle, there's no end. He says, I am Alpha, Omega. Like, I'm the beginning, I'm the first and the last. There is time is a man-made thing. We look at a clock, and what is a clock? A ring. It's usually a circular item. You see, it's this loop that we have fallen into.
Okay, bring up the old school telephones.
Oh, yep. Oh, yeah, it used to be a dial. Yes.
Yeah, you had the dial, but you also, it was almost like a loop, the way you had to dial. You'd loop it.
Yes, great point.
When you do it, what noise does it make? Ring.
And you
had Thomas Edison, who's behind it. And Thomas obviously said to Jesus, my Lord, my God, one of the best scriptures to reveal that Jesus is God because he accepts the worship. How can you live a perfect life but accept worship as God if you're not God? You can't have lived a perfect life, could you? And then Edison obviously has the Son in his name, and Thomas knew that Jesus was the Son of God. It's unbelievable how it all comes back to God, everything. But yeah, those old school telephone sets, I remember having them.
Yeah, same. That's how you know you're old now.
It never made sense in England. I used to laugh about this. I was like, the emergency dialing code in the UK is 999. Imagine there's your house is burning down or there's a serial killer in there and you're having to dial all the way to 9, go back to 0, all the way to 9. It never made sense to me, the way you had to do it. It took longer. to get to the 999.
No, but yeah, it's like I said, it's all symbolic. It's all very coded. And now, you know, quickly to even talk about telephone, that man, this is just going to be crazy. And the circular again, this is Satan has created this false loop. Okay, that's ultimately what this ring, what we're exposing about rings today, this false peace, this false identity that we have all fallen into. That's why all have fallen short of the glory of God. So even though we're very mad at Epstein and Trump and all these evil people, I hate to say it, you're just as wicked as them if you've sinned once. If you've broken one sin in God's eyes, you have fallen short. So this is why we need Jesus Christ. We need him to be born. This is why he had to come. This is why God's plan was always about Jesus. This is why the Bible, no matter what people tell you, always leads back to Jesus Christ and how to obtain salvation.
James 2:10, for whosoever shall keep the whole law and yet offend in one point, he is guilty of all. Don't ever forget that.
Yeah, so when you act, you know, when all these Christians like Catholic, you know, these religions, Islam, Catholicism, Hinduism, all these religions and all these things that are made of men and men's traditions, they teach you to be good, to do good things. But in God's eyes, he says no one is good. Even when Peter said, Lord, you're good. And Jesus immediately stopped him and said, why do you call me good? Now, that's not because Jesus didn't know he was good. He wanted to make sure that he understood and that we understood who would read the Bible. Nobody's good but God. So let's stop calling these people. Back to Kid Rock and what's his name? I know we're jumping all over the place, but because it's all connected, it's all coming out. Okay, it's all being revealed right now. Where is it? Okay, so we've got the tip of the spear. Okay, so see, this is what's happening. We're breaking the foundation. When the spear penetrates something, it breaks it. All right, the beast is rising from the sea. We have the sea with RFK, the Department of Health, which who pushed the old Operation Warp Speed, brother?
Trump.
Right. So when Trump says, "Oh yeah, I'm here and I'm trying to clean things up," yeah, the first thing that, brother, if people really want to see Trump be a good person, the first thing you end, if you're president and Kennedy, is you stop the chemtrails. Go outside right now. If it's a nice clear day, promise you there's a chemtrail floating over your head. Why have they not stopped this? That's the easy thing, in my opinion, to stop. You see how me and Adam could run for president. We could be president, vice president, whatever. We could be co-chairs of this world if we had the access to all these resources. The first thing I would do, stop chemtrails, stop the forced vaccinations and the false science. Now, science is real. Science is a great blessing that God has given man to understand things, but see, it's being used against us. It's being used as a tool of control, right? Again, what's the medical symbol? It's the snake running up the rod. Okay, because we told you that the snakes are the one running the game. So as we play this real fast, Kid Rock, everyone says, oh yeah, he just had that great concert. Okay, yeah, he's doing great. Let's see if they show. Oh, standing in front of the Lady Liberty, the light bearer, who is Lucifer. Yeah, great worship to Jesus. Fire. Okay, we're talking about the ring of fire. Everything's going to be burned down. And you know, working out is a great thing, but see, if you read the Bible, working out, God actually says it's not that profitable to be completely obsessed with the body and work out. I know many people, unfortunately, that work out their whole life. They're very healthy. I mean, look at all these bodybuilders. They're dropping like flies. Why? Because they're obsessed with their bodies, obsessed with working out. How much body shaming and body obsession has become of working out? Why does somebody work out now? For that sex appeal. Back to sex. It's all about sex appeal. Yes, it's good for your health. And again, it's profitable to be healthy and to walk and to do things fast. Again, we're not saying that it's not profitable to have these routines, but mankind is so set upon them, so focused on them, that it's become an idol. Working out has become an idol. The gym has become almost an idol.
Yes, it has.
And again, that goes back to what's a gym usually full of, brother, which we talked about?
Go on.
Mirrors.
Mm-hmm.
All right. A gym is usually full of mirrors. And what does a mirror create? It creates vanity. It creates self-obsession. How many people, I mean, myself, when I go to the gym, I'm sitting there working out and then I'll look at myself in the mirror and be like, I'm looking pretty pumped
Yeah,
right now.
the lighting's always perfect as
And
well.
the lighting, exactly. The lighting, Lucifer's
False
the light
light.
bearer. Yes, false light, you know, and people say, oh yeah, this person looks like this in this lighting. That's why lighting is key, okay? And shining light on the darkness is key. Okay, so you have the ring of fire, which is the volcanoes, and Kennedy, you know, something's burning, and Kennedy's a part of all this. He was in the Epstein files. Well, look at you guys. Moana, okay, again, worshiping false gods. She fights the volcano demon. Look at the symbol on its chest. It's the ring or the circular ring, okay? And if you know what you know, if you've cracked the codes of the old Pizzagate, you will see FBI. Look at you guys. The boy lover ring. The ring, okay? It's like a spiral, a ring. We are all, the world is spiraling out of control. It's like a whirlpool. You see, blue.
Mm-hmm.
It's everything is spiraling out of control because of this now. Everybody knows that these people are satanic. They worship Lucifer. They what? Like eat children. You guys, this isn't even crazy to say on stream anymore. We can almost even say it because all your mainstream media and your alt media people are talking about this right now. It's what everybody's talking about, yet nothing's being done. But look, it's been declassified by your Federal Bureau of Investigation. So when people say, oh, those crazy conspiracy theorists, yeah, I've been called that for years. Time for you to sit down and be quiet and listen, because we're actually trying to show you what's going on. If you still are denying what's happening, this is declassified by the FBI. So people say, oh, trust the government, trust these systems. Okay, then they're telling you the AK boy lover logo is this triangle with the like loop. Okay, it's like, see, it's like an incomplete loop. They're trying to complete it though, but they never will. Only God, you know, God's time. It's all there for you to see from your FBI. So why are we getting called conspiracy theorists when we watch Moana, or you take your kids to see the movie and they've got literally pedophilia symbols declassified being shown to your children and to people? How many people have watched this movie or watch this movie right now and they have no idea that this freaking volcano demon's actually a pedophile? And what is she trying to do? She's actually trying to kill a child.
Yeah.
You guys see how Satan works? He makes it all fun and colorful. He makes it look like, oh, look, see, this is the peaceful demon. She just had her thing. And who stole it? This demigod with all his tattoos. We did a stream on tattoos and how they're trying to glorify tattoos. Who plays the demigod? The Rock.
They always talk about white magic, dark magic, black magic. Like, just stay away from magic. Stay away from witches. There's always, like Tom Brady said, his wife was a good witch. There are no good witches, guys. There's no good witches.
Now, The Rock is involved in this movie, Disney, like I said, and he's the wrestler, and they do the rings, like you said, with WWE.
Well,
they wrestle in the ring. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to you. Yep. Going to you right now.
Yeah. Oh, you are?
Yep. Oh, I thought you had something up.
No, I'm going to do it now.
Okay. Tell me when you're ready. Or yep, add it up. I want to show you guys a skit. Like, I don't know if I can play it, but I honestly don't even care.
Talking about, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I'll show them after whatever
you can bring the article. Find the article.
I've got it. Yeah, I've got it. Oh yeah, I'll find the article.
So The Rock is one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. One of the most famous, the most successful wrestler of all time is The Rock in regards to what he did after wrestling. With Hollywood, he was the highest paid actor in Hollywood, wasn't he? Some other guys have done pretty well, like Batista. Hogan did okay. Stone Cold's been in a few movies. But Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock had this monumental rivalry. They were the two biggest stars in wrestling when wrestling was at its most popular. Okay? It was like they were worshipped. They were worshipped. Now, Stone Cold Steve Austin, his original name was the Ring Master. Okay, the Ring Master. His first wife was Christine, like Christ, and then look, Deborah Marshall he married. Okay, Mars. It's just people like Stone Cold Steve Austin, guys. Again, serpent and seed. That's why he was the Texas rattlesnake, right? And Austin won the King of the Ring. Right? Remember, he was the ringmaster, then he wins King of the Ring, and he won the ultimate deciding match against Jake the Snake Roberts. All right? The Snake, the King of the Ring, the ringmaster, all right? His connections with The Rock. And now the best wrestler in WWE is called Gunther, whose nickname is the Ring General. What myself and Dustin do every day is life-changing. I'm so overcoding these little silly professional sports, guys, at this point. Showing all this information off is next level. And more people need to acknowledge this and not be like, okay, so does that mean that he's going to win at WrestleMania? Who cares? So I just wanted to show you the ring. Stone Cold, one of the most iconic wrestlers of all time. He was the ringmaster. He won the King of the Ring, the Texas Rattlesnake. He beat Jake the Snake Roberts. All right, he used to literally come to the ring with a snake that would bite people. Okay, and now the best wrestler is a guy from Austria, where Hitler was born. All right, another serpent seed, and his nickname is the Ring General. All right, so I just wanted to show you that. I'll stop sharing now.
No, amazing, brother. And look at the thing that I made for us for the stream today, the King of the Ring. Okay.
It's just another.
And look at we use these things, and again, they show you in their movies. Okay, look, we haven't even talked about it's been 2 hours, and we haven't even talked about the Lord of the Rings. We told you we could go on about everything.
I've got about another 30 minutes.
Yeah, we've got like 30 minutes to try and get into this King of the Rings, and I'll just go over what I showed here, what I posted. Okay, so we have the wedding, okay, between Jesus and the church, right? He calls us the bride, okay, and that means that's a symbology of a unionship. Okay, they say that America's full of unions and stuff, or that we're trying to bring unity, right? So it's to become one. Ring symbolizes two becoming one. That's essentially what's supposed to be. Not this, like I said, buying rings to be social status. You've got the rings of Saturn. Okay, and then we talked about war. Okay, the movie Infinity War with Marvel. Doctor Strange, he wears the one-eyed amulet. He's the controller of time, right? He holds the time stone, which is the green stone. Okay, Seattle Seahawks is the green, the beast rise from the sea. But when he opens a portal, what is he opening up behind him? A ring. The ring, okay? Donald Trump posted a picture of himself flying over a city. And look, I'll find the original image, but he has a ring around his head. When you look at Catholicism and the saint and Jesus, okay? Catholic Jesus, always, they always have this around the head of Jesus. Look, share this tab. A ring.
Yes.
A ring around the head, okay? Ring around the rosy. They have the rosary that they pray to, okay? I hate to tell you guys, this is not... So when people say, you Christians believe in that white Jesus, I do not...
Yeah, please stop comparing.
Yeah, stop that. Yeah, stop. We're not Catholic. And we don't believe that this is the image of Jesus. Guess what? Who cares what Jesus looked like? He could have been green for all I care. It doesn't matter. It's what he did for us and what he came to do. He came to be low. He did not want to be elevated. He did not want to have statues made of him or imagery. So when people say the Catholic Church is the true church, the Peter built on the rock, where does it say in the Bible, yeah, make a bunch of imagery of gold and stones and paintings and glass?
It tells you
not to. It says not to, exactly. It says call no man father. You guys, so you see all the things in the Bible compared to these religions and these rings of demons.
That's right. That's why I tell the people who say, "Oh, the Catholic Church is behind the Bible." Then why do they preach a false gospel? Why don't they just completely preach the Bible? They don't know what they're talking about.
There's always a golden ring around the head, right? The rings join. See, it's Christ consciousness. See, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to bring the mind. Oh yeah, see, like Elon Musk. I agree with the teachings of Jesus. See, this unity that all things that are of Jesus or all things of this other thing are all fine to combine. When Jesus said, I did not come to bring peace. I did not come to combine. I came to set you apart. I came to divide. And what does a line usually do? Divide. What does a sword do? It divides, it cuts. Okay, so we are cutting deep right now into these things, and we're trying to show you that this is all freaking being planned right now. This is all coming out for a purpose. Because, like I said, we've known about the pedophile rings, Jeffrey Epstein. I've been telling people for years. I mean, just a quick go to my freaking Instagram. All right. You go to my highlights. I've got over 8,000 highlights. Okay. Look at government.
Yeah, go support him on Instagram, guys.
166 weeks ago, okay? I'm telling you about the weird art, okay? This is Tony Podesta, the brother of John Podesta, who is in the WikiLeaks most. Look at, they have pulled
the guy Chester Bennington.
Yes, Chester. I mean, it's all Lincoln Park. I mean, link like rings, link. Okay, and a park is usually like a grove or a thing of trees or a garden.
And the park as well, like they take them, like Michael Jackson had that theme park.
Yes, Neverland.
Neverland, yeah.
Okay, so see when people are like, "Oh man, this Jeffrey Epstein stuff is a massive revelation." Why is it all of a sudden now? Why not 166 weeks ago when I was showing you and all of these things? Epstein diaries. You guys, there's a reason this has all come out. 32 weeks ago, I've just added some stuff to it. But I was telling you about Epstein long ago, okay? I was telling you guys that these rings, okay? Here's Elon Musk. Why do you think Elon Musk is trying to make his image of like, oh, I'm a follower of Jesus or I'm looking? Yeah, he's the one that let the rabbit out of the cage. The rabbit represents sex. Usually rabbits are, one thing they do well is breed. Okay, Elon Musk has like 14 children, which he calls Legion. There he is hanging out with Ghislaine Maxwell. Elon Musk, NBC News. See, it's like people call us conspiracy theorists, but then you have the world's richest man.
Billionaire.
Billionaire. Some say he's on track to become the first trillionaire. Okay, but she's not. Okay, see, this is they put Elon Musk out as like the richest man, but there's richer families like the Rothschilds, Rockefellers. Again, it's not about the money. They control the money. Why? Because it's an ancient bloodline. They've been controlling the earth since pretty much the beginning when man was cast out from the garden, the seed of Cain. Okay, it all goes back to genealogy and to genes. So they put these people in front as a mask. Okay, this is the richest man, but who's richer than Elon Musk? Well, definitely the Rothschilds.
Oh yeah, they run the banking system.
Yes, they own the money. They print the money. It's not about getting more money. They own it. It is about rulership. It is about control. It is about making you submit.
Being God.
Being like God. Okay, so look, NBC News. Elon Musk has boosted the Pizzagate conspiracy theory over 5 times in the last 2 weeks. Shit, this article is from like long before. And then remember, Elon Musk had time to drop the really big bomb like war, and now everybody wants to go to war on what? The Epstein files, all these evil people. How can he even he's complicated, he's complicit with these emails, and he's saying, oh, this is a false perception of what I've actually was attached to. If you were hanging around Ghislaine Maxwell or Jeffrey Epstein, you knew what was going on.
With a smile on your face.
With a smile on your face. And his mother is wicked and involved in kind of crazy stuff. And look, his father had married his stepsister and impregnated her.
Just bring up that image of him as the Baphomet and his mother with the one-eyed symbolism.
Yes, we'll find it. You see, but I was telling you guys about Epstein long before, and now all of a sudden it's a big deal. Why is it all of a sudden a big deal? Because they want to break the systems, okay? They want it's
they call it organized chaos.
It's what it is. I told everybody the QAnon is the winged serpent rising. Look, it's a movie. It's the QAnon psyop, you guys. That is what you're seeing come out to the light now. And Donald Trump, he posts a lot of QAnon stuff. So see, it's a conspiracy. It's reality, but it's also false light. It's the Great Awakening. You see how it's working, you guys? It's layered. That's what we're trying to show you. Rings are layered. These rings are layered. A cake looks like layers, right?
You layer a cake, yeah.
You layer cake,
And you have the
okay?
cake with the
There's
wedding
layers to what we're doing here and what we're trying to show you. Again, could talk forever. We haven't even talked about the Lord of the Rings, okay? One thing I do want to bring up, one ring to rule them all, right? Frodo takes the ring, right? Created for ruling over the demons,
What do you believe Gollum symbolizes?
the fallen nature of man.
I agree.
Okay, Gollum is the fallen heart, the wickedness of man, okay? Oh, Lord of the Things, whoops. And Lord of the Rings is biblical, you guys. J.R. Tolkien,
All his top movies are.
he 1000% confirms that this whole story is based on the Bible. And look, the volcano, the rings, the ring of fire, okay? Jesus said in the end days, there would be rumors of war, pestilences, earthquakes, okay? You're going to see things. They're saying, oh, the ring of fire could set off. You see, that's why I ask if you're ready for just a natural disaster. We know these guys can manipulate weather, folks. We know they can. Are you ready? If your water was shut off, do you have a little bit of extra food and water? Now, we know the Lord will provide, but the Lord is also providing you the opportunity to go to the store today and get a few extra supplies to be able to hold out in case something happened, like a storm or an earthquake. I live on the West Coast, and we're on the San Andreas Fault, which is a series of fault lines that if they slip, heck, we could have many volcanoes go off, and it would literally bring ultimate destruction.
I live where there's hurricanes. I live
Yeah,
through
that's what I'm saying. Like, and it's usually a cyclone or a ring, like we just showed you the pedophile. A storm is coming. The storm with Noah, the rain. Okay, Donald Trump told you the storm is coming. Okay, usually around the volcano in movies, there's always dark clouds and storm. It's the fire brewing, okay? Because the fallen angels are on fire, okay? They are the ones that are running to and fro through the earth, destroying, causing destruction. This is why Jesus is coming back with fire. He is going to throw the beast and his minions, his little ring of minions, into the fire. So this is why I'm giving you guys a revelation. The demons and Satan right now live under the water because remember, they've fallen to the earth. So why do they live in the sea? Because it's as far away from fire as possible.
Think about money as well. It's currency.
Currency, like a current.
Yeah.
Everything goes back to water, you guys. Remember Genesis 1, God moved upon what? The face of the water, the dark water.
Yeah.
You guys, so the Lord of the Rings is the Antichrist. He is coming because what does this ring do to Frodo or anybody that wears it? It corrupts the mind. It corrupts the heart. It corrupts the soul. You have magic. You have the witchcraft. You have the eye of Sauron. Big Brother watching you. The eye, the flaming eye, the ring.
Why pirates say "aye, aye, Captain"?
Aye, aye, or they usually have an eye covered with a patch. Yeah. A patch is usually a badge or an honor to, or usually, if you sew something to a garment, you sew a patch.
It's why Robin Williams was in Patch Adams.
Yes, the clown.
Yeah.
1984, The Ring camera. We are watching you. The Watchers, the aliens. See, that's why everyone thinks the aliens are coming or that they're already here and that they've been watching us.
That's the thing. Yeah, Big Brother's watching you. It's not. It's the fallen angels, the Watchers, who are watching us.
And you have 1984 with the V. You see the fifth age, the age of what? Aquarius.
And the fifth seal is the persecution of the saints.
The fifth age of Aquarius. Oops. You guys, this is bombshell if you're understanding what we're revealing.
I hope they are.
Aqua, it all comes back. See, the Kundalini, the chakras, they literally represent it as a snake. They're trying to open up the energy portals, okay? A ring, a portal, okay? Look, it's all coming to pass. That's what they're opening. They're opening almost... You know, the like saying opening Pandora's box. That's what they're doing with it.
Remember, there was a band called Aqua that sexualized the doll and brought a song out called Barbie Girl, and now we have all of these fake women everywhere you look. Like,
and again, it's even funny how you know you look up the word gold attire, like there's kings and people always looking to get gold attire, gold rings, gold bracelets, gold all that. Like gold attire equals 666.
Yeah, they get their gold Oscar. The World Cup is made out of gold.
Okay, so we have the ring, but then we have the fifth age. Okay, so the V. Oops. What's coming or what's already here? You guys, they're getting ready to reveal themselves. The beast rising from the sea, the rings, okay? V, the TV show about what? Aliens coming. V.
V for Vendetta.
V for Vendetta, the rebellion, the revolt, the sea of mass. Look, the disc, the rings in the sky. The world of Warcrafts, okay? Ronald Reagan himself said, wouldn't it be interesting if something from outer space came to this world, we'd all set aside our differences. We'd be what? Independent. Independence Day. And what's that movie all about? With who? Will Smith?
Aliens.
Aliens. Look at the Greys, the snakes.
Men in Black was about
Based on where? Where did the bug want to go? He wanted to go to Seattle.
Oh my word, yeah.
In Men in Black. Look, the Greys, you guys, the gray, the aliens, the bugs, okay? These things are like bugs to God, okay? And they possess human and they wear human skin. Look, see, the bug took on human flesh. They are obsessed with the flesh. Why? Because they want to be like creation. The space needle. What is a needle?
Vaccine.
Vaccine. Okay, now that doesn't mean that COVID, the vaccine was the mark, but it was a test.
But it's where Bill Gates is from, Seattle, and he pushed the vaccine.
Yes. Microsoft. Okay, micro like organism, bugs. They want you to get soft, okay? A bug usually is very soft, but like a cockroach or something that has a hard shell, it starts off as soft, okay? They're trying to soften your hearts to what is to come. The Seattle Seahawks, the sea beast rising, and Washington. Where is the beast, brother, reside? AC, DC. All right, here we go. Okay, bring it full circle, and then we'll start wrapping it up. Again, like we could have talked about a million more things, but I mean, the connections we've already made are crazy. Okay, Seattle Seahawks, the ACDC, the Antichrist is in DC. My brother has said that many times because we believe Trump is the ringleader, the tip of the spear, who is going to break all this. Now he's going to be made to look like he's remember, he's Batman. And what does Batman do? He sacrifices himself for the greater of mankind.
And he believes vengeance belongs to him when it belongs to the Lord.
So there's a scene with
God.
Yes. And so we see a scene of Kennedy and Kid Rock playing pickleball. Pickle. What is a pickle usually represented as sometimes?
A
penis. There's another food reference. Okay. They've got the deer and the moose and the elk. Look, they're playing table tennis. Look, with the fire, they just got fire in the background. You see, they're showing you what they are. They're fallen angels. They're headed for the lake of fire. These people are wicked. They've got Bob Ross, the painter. They're painting a picture. Okay, Robopong, like ping pong, like Comet Ping Pong Pizza, ping pong ball back and forth. They've got everybody fighting back and forth. See, it's symbolic. The game that they're even playing right now, ping pong. But look, Robopong, table tennis, ping pong, and it's in green lettering. Guys, go watch this yourself. But look at this is where we got him. This is where we got Kid Rock. Oh, do you see his shirt, brother?
ACDC. Oh my goodness.
Okay, and then we just had everybody. How do you one night? Okay, sit here and wear a hat for Jesus. Okay, in Detroit, he's got a blue hat on. This is almost symbolic when he was performing at the because they had two different halftime shows. They had the Bad Bunny, Chase the White Rabbit, the bunny. All right, and he was dancing on telephone poles. All right, you guys. Oh my gosh, there's so much revealing happening right now.
The telephone, the ring.
Yep, ring. There it is, telephone, and then that connects to Lady Gaga and Beyonce and Jay-Z. Was complicit in the Epstein rings?
Of course he is. He's a billionaire rapper.
Okay, so we have Bad Bunny here sitting on the telephone poles. Now, this represents, I believe, darkness. What did I tell you? Are you ready for things to go dark? Now, this again, I'm not trying to push the QAnon thing, but that's one of the things they say.
Bad Bunny performed a song called "The Blackout" in Spanish.
Yes. Okay. So he's on the telephone phones like they're about to destroy. Or in my eyes, when I seen this, I seen something more symbolic with the telephone poles.
Well, he had his arms outstretched like he was being crucified on them.
Steven Spielberg's coming out with a movie. Okay. They're showing you disclosures coming. E.T. Phone
And they all
home.
point the finger.
Phone home, the finger. Okay, so Kid Rock showing one day, singing about Jesus, all right, just a few days ago, and talking, oh, yeah, you know, you love Jesus. I'm wearing a Jesus hat. The fish, yeah, I'm fishers of men, like we show with the Pope and the fishers. And they act like they're doing such a great service, but they wear glasses. You see, the agents, that's the whole theme of why I wear glasses, folks. You got to see these agents for what they are, okay? Detroit Lions are the blue lions. Okay, so it's almost like they were showing you something blue. They come from the sea. They loved the blue and the red, which is a representation of the blood.
Avatars.
Yep. And now you release a video where he knows what shirt he's going to wear. Wouldn't this have been a perfect time to wear some more Jesus gear if you're really on your Jesus kick like Kid Rock is?
Yeah, I've never seen somebody wear AC/DC while playing pickleball.
Yeah. Back in black. Back in black. I hate to say it.
Amy Winehouse has that Back to Black. And
Back to
the
black.
church-
You
The
see?
Church of Satan is a black building.
Rolling Stones, paint it black. I see the sun, dun, 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 dun,
glorify
dun,
darkness,
dun,
don't they?
dun. Yes, because they are from the darkness. They
Yeah.
are false light. That is why the AC/DC has the lightning bolts.
That's why I said Will Smith was in Men in Black.
Okay, and you need power to what? You got to have power to do anything. Power. It's all about power, which comes back to the ring to wrap it up. Why is Kid Rock, if he's a man of God singing about Jesus at concerts, why is he then doing health videos with with the health secretary wearing an AC/DC shirt? You guys send this, take a screenshot, send it to all your friends that are posting, Kid Rock loves Jesus. Look at him. He's saying about Jesus. Okay, then why is he doing ping pong with RFK wearing an AC/DC, the lightning bolt?
Like I want Shipanoj says, we do live in a scripted simulation because Satan is the God of this world. God is ultimately sovereign. God created the heavens and the earth. But right now, Satan is the God of it. And God has given us the scriptures. Satan has given us a script. The more we follow Satan's script, the further away we are from the truth of Christ.
Yes,
So yeah, the world is a stage, guys. Thank you very much.
So AC/DC, we know, sings about hell, demons. They're literally their cover. And what does the Bible say? It all comes back to the Bible. That's why you guys have to know your Bible and why you see the symbology, why you see these things, why they use these things. Satan is not a creator. We really need to get that through our heads. See, he's trying to create his own word. He's trying to create his own movement, his own law, his own children. He wants to be like who, Adam?
He wants to be like God, and that's why he was cast out of heaven.
Yes, and how did he fall from heaven, as we see with the old Kid Rock?
Lightning
the kid
rock.
fell like rock, and he said, and Luke 10:18, and he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning falling from heaven. Okay? Lightning. That is why you see the lightning bolt. And what is one of the things all the sports people drink?
Gatorade.
Gatorade.
Like David Bowie has the lightning bolt.
Gatorade.
Yeah, the G.
Water sucks. It really, really sucks.
I think it's disgusting. Never liked it. But it's got the G.
I won't lie. I've drank a lot of Gatorade in my life. I did like it, but then you find out they're using stem cells from children to use as flavoring.
I know.
See, this is what I mean by, like, when I tell people, I don't participate in this stuff. I've never harmed a child. I've never paid or done this. Whatever you say. I've never watched porn. I've never done it. You guys, in some fashion or another, Satan has got you.
Yeah.
This is why we've all fallen short. The G-men, the lightning men, they've got you by the balls.
Yeah. That's why.
Sorry to say, guys, if you've drinking Gatorade, you have participated in the beast, honoring the beast. Do you think this is God?
Have you seen the energy drinks like Monster and Red Bull will give you wings? Like, there's one called Hell.
Logan Paul, who's a WWE star, pushes what?
Energy drinks, guys.
Prime time.
Look at the one with the purple bottle where he's doing the two Baphomet fingers.
Yep, pointing downward.
Yeah, it's literally doing the Baphomet. You think
Okay.
these Paul brothers, or should I say Paul sisters, just made it to the top because they built up a strong following on YouTube? Guys, look at the work we're revealing. I've got next to no following. You've got to understand that these people are snakes. They're serpent. They're put in positions. Just like your Hollywood actors. The modern day Hollywood is YouTube.
You think these
It's
people
YouTube.
care about your kids? FDA asked to investigate Logan Paul's Prime energy drink. What to know? They're saying that it's giving kids like heart palpitations. It's containing as much caffeine as 6 cans of Coca-Cola. There's the 6.
Yeah, just like, did you see with that Prince Andrew today? They said there was 6 police cars to come arrest him at 66. There had to be 6 police cars at 66 years old.
Wow. So you guys see, they're priming you for something. They're priming the mind. They're priming the heart for you to bend the knee to the ring, to the master, to the Antichrist, okay? And they're going to reveal it, and they're going to bring people into this new order by revealing the prime suspects in a way. That's why Prince Andrews, who is a prime suspect, you don't think Prince Andrews going to sing like a canary today?
Yeah.
But again, why is it that he's being arrested today?
But it does help, doesn't it, that the king and queen are already gone. I mean, like Prince Philip's gone.
Yep.
Queen Elizabeth's gone. The royal family is already in disarray with what they're talking about, with how Harry has fallen out with them. So they're not protecting the royal family anymore, as they was previously. The royal family was incredibly well protected. But if you see now, with the Queen gone and Philip gone, there's not as much reason to protect that family now. But I think the majority of the world are not idolizing royalty anymore like they once did. When I grew up, they truly worshipped the British royal family, the monarchy. I don't see that anymore. So I don't think they need to protect royal family.
And see through these religions and through these false religions that are being pushed, even through our army, the army chaplain. Okay, America, Christian nation. Yeah, America, such a Christian nation. Yet they're posting on X, Army Chaplain Corps. Today is Maha. There's MAGA. Make America healthy again. Make America healthy again.
Oh my word.
Through Shiva. Maha, make America healthy again. What?
What? It's got Shiva. That's destruction.
The destruction. Look, she's standing on the child.
Oh my word, bro.
I just discovered this is why we don't script. We let the Holy
That's the
Spirit.
like button, guys. This find alone here is life changing. What on earth did you just find? Slow down and repeat that.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I need to gather myself. Okay, I need to gather myself. Okay, I seen this post when somebody was calling out who's the Department of War, whatever his name is, who calls himself a Christian. He's Catholic. Okay. Today is Maha Shivaratri, celebrating the Lord Shiva's power to transform and renew. This Hindu festival calls for meditation, devotion, and introspection for all those who observe, to be inspired by Shiva's example of transformation to find clarity in their spiritual journey.
Transformation. Keep saying that word.
Transformers, the robots. They're from what? Where did the Transformers reside, brother?
Remind me.
The dark side of the moon.
Oh my word, yeah. The moon worship.
You guys.
Maha, make America healthy again. When in reality,
Maha, make America healthy again. Kid Rock, look, they're rock and stone. Look, it's the Ouroboros, the circle. Look, it's eating the children. Look, they worship death. They worship flesh. What color is Shiva too? Oh my gosh, blue. Oh my gosh. Shiva is blue.
I'm blue.
I'm blue.
It's all being revealed. Destruction's coming.
Judgment is coming. Destruction is coming. They're going to destroy these pedophile rings so that you accept their ring, their symbol of peace and security, by getting yourself a ring, or sealing yourself to this system of destruction. When men say peace and safety, what comes, brother?
Destruction.
All right, look. Egypt, all about blue and gold. Shiva, death. The old gods becoming like the new gods. It's literally Shiva is standing on a child or on children.
Outrageous, mate.
I can't believe I just found that. Make America healthy again. You guys, if you don't see what is happening.
As America is full of what? Unhealthy people. It's just getting, each day goes by. Why they're so unhealthy in general, I believe, obviously sedentary lifestyles, but also the fact that people can't afford real food. So they've got to eat junk. So help them with their finances. Make the price of healthy food cheaper. Stop making junk food so cheap. Make junk food expensive.
It should cost $10 for a soda. If you want a soda, you're going to pay.
Yeah, do the opposite. Yeah. Or restrict how many items you can get. I don't mind that. Although you may say it's taking away our free will. Because they restrict you on alcohol purchases, don't they, in many places? They limit how much alcohol you can buy. So if you're buying like 20 bottles of soda.
Do they really, though, limit how much alcohol you can buy? You can buy spirits anytime. And see why they call it spirits, and why in the Revelation, the whore of Babylon has what? The world drunk on her indignation.
Yeah.
The world is drunk on power, on knowledge, on revolution. And I wanted to show you guys before we go. See, they're opening up Pandora's box. They're opening up the gate of destruction on what? The evil ones, the elite, the pedophile ring, Saturday Night Live, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, child molesting robot sketch, elicits mixed responses. He literally, go look it up. I have it here. Again, might get copyrighted, but look, the world's most, you can go search it up. Here you go. Do it yourself. World's most evil intention, Saturday Night Live. Saturday Night Live is a ring or a cast of people that come and do live.
It'll just get demonetized, bro. If you're showing Saturday Night Live, they have that protected.
Yeah, I'm not playing. International Mad Scientist Society, blue sign. Okay, science, as we've been telling you, make America healthy again. Science, investigate into this. Science, Jeffrey Epstein was into science and literature and art. We're absolutely we've broken the matrix today, you guys.
Yeah, bro, we just keep doing it.
Telephone, okay? Look at this picture, an old movie. They'll do anything to stop the telephone. Ring, ring, okay? They create MK Ultra through the phone, through the television. Do you guys see? Oh my gosh. Donald Pleasance, this movie Telephone about MK Ultra and mind control and secret agents, 007's agents with Donald Pleasance. Like Pleasantville, where everything's black and white, with Spider-Man, where everybody's controlled to do the right thing, like robots.
That's what
Pleasantville. And what do these two do? They bring corruption to Pleasantville, the movie Pleasantville. They enter into the TV program, a show. They love their shows, and they're corrupted by the shows. The ring of death comes through the TV. You guys, the television.
Oh, my word.
Pleasantville, all black and white. Okay, life is black and white. They say there's no... Oh, my gosh, if you walk in the middle of the black and the white, you're in the gray area.
The gray.
Oh my gosh, the gray. They're bringing light to the gray area. Again, you must choose. Jesus is telling everybody, choose a side. You must pick a side now. There is no more serving this world and God.
You're either with me or against me.
And look, Pleasantville has the rainbow. What is that? Judgment for what? What do they bring to Pleasantville in this movie? I don't know if you've seen it or it's been a long time. They bring sex. Sex. It's all back to sex, you guys.
It's all back to sex, isn't it? It goes back to the garden.
When color begins to come to Pleasantville, it's because of sex, because they are introducing sexual perversion. These two from the real world come into the fake world, and they bring sex.
Snoop Dogg has a song, I think, called Sexual Seduction.
Sexual seduction.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take my time. No, dude, they're all part of this ring. They are bugs. They are like cockroaches.
They're bugs, like Bugs Bunny.
Bugs Life. When what does Bugs do to hide Elmer Fudd, the hunter? Oh my gosh, QAnon, the hunters become the hunted. Elmer Fudd, every time he gets deceived. Oh my gosh, you guys.
Nimrod, the first mighty hunter that wanted to build his way to heaven.
Elmer like a tree, Elm Nightmare on Elm Street.
And you got the Elmo from Sesame Street.
This is the song, la 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 la, Elmo song.
And we know Sesame Street, man, what that promoted. If you really look into Sesame Street.
Yes, Sesame Street, the bird, okay, like the eagle, the yellow bird, and the friends with the bird, okay.
Yeah.
And what is? See, they've been pushing. See when all the people say, "Oh, this gay bugs." You guys, again, we could keep on going. We're gonna have to end it at some point. And again, this is for you to take and then continue to venture down the rabbit hole. This is what it means.
Life as well, aren't you? The Bugs Life who will go up against the grasshoppers.
Yes, they go against it, and they have to provide food. Why won't they show Bugs Bunny as a woman right now?
They're probably taking it down.
They're trying to hide it. But dude, that's one of the big things I remember was Bugs Bunny always dressing up like a woman to get Elmer Fudd off of his.
They put lipstick on.
Oh, here, what do you got up? I'm gonna add you.
No, you go.
Oh, okay. I was just trying to show him. It's the bunny represents sex, okay? Oh, Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
And remember, you just had Bad Bunny doing that Super Bowl.
Oh my gosh, who framed Roger Rabbit? Who was Trump's campaign person? Roger Stone? Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Oh my gosh, it's the guy that plays Mario. Mario's all about collecting a star or you get the power from the star. Bowser loves what? He loves Peach. Peach's booty. He's chasing after Peach to marry her. Roger Rabbit, their yellow taxi. Robert De Niro's in the movie Taxi, which is literally about assassination. Willie the Giant? Roger Rabbit? Willie the Giant?
Yeah, like a giant Willie.
Like a giant Willie, and in the Goonies. The Goonies all about pirates and chasing after one-eyed Willie's treasure. You guys, it's all sexual. It's all sexual. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? He gets deceived or he's with the woman in the red dress. Were you paying attention, Neo, or were you staring at the woman in the red dress? The woman in the red dress is Satan.
Yeah, the red dragon.
As we showed earlier in the stream with Mel Gibson, The Passion of the Christ, a woman. The whore of Babylon is what?
Female.
This is why you're seeing the transgender agenda, the drag on. You guys, drag racing.
No, drag queen.
Drag queens, exactly. Do your thing, queen. The Beast, okay.
That's why Freddie Mercury was the lead singer of Queen.
The Beast is backed by this spirit of a whore. So if we are Jesus's bride, okay, he considers the church the bride, and we are worshiping false gods, false idols, false imagery, false religions, what are we doing? We are committing adultery. Excuse me.
Yeah.
We are in whoredom.
Mm-hmm.
You see why we're all guilty and why Jesus has to come destroy this ring? Because we have all fallen subject to it. The whore, her cup of wrath, okay? This is if you don't get saved, you are going to be consumed. And what does fire do? What is the fire's job? It is to consume, to burn.
Yeah.
This is what's coming. The whore of Babylon. Yes, Mystery Babylon. It may be the Catholic Church. It might be America. But in my understanding, when I keep reading about it, it's a system. Okay? Now, this system, again, layered like cake or funnels through what? Catholicism. Why? Because it's the oldest and the largest religion on the earth. Okay, but America, what's the number one religion in America? Catholicism. What's the number one religion in Mexico, brother?
It's like 99% Catholicism.
Okay, so Catholicism, yes, is funding the Vatican, whereas the Olympics right now, brother, in Italy, which is where's the Vatican?
Italy. Where Italy was the first European nation hit by COVID as well.
You see,
Italy is where they persecuted the Christians, threw them to the lions in Italy, in Rome.
Yes, the whores of Babylon. What are these systems trying to do? Create a ring or a circular, I can't find the word, but you see the Tower of Babel, it's incomplete. That is why Satan is going to get his short time to complete his run. Okay, like when you in sports, when you like have a trial or you have something that you're trying to get into the main competition, usually you have a run, like in the 40-yard dash with football.
They call it a trial run.
A trial run. Okay, and then this
run, Forrest, run.
Run, Forrest. Tom Hanks. Oh my gosh, Tom Hanks relates to Pizzagate, the man with the red shoe club. Oprah. Oprah's attached to Obama. Oprah's attached to who? John the God. John the God was what? So when people, because I see people right now saying, oh, Obama's not in the files, Obama or none of the Democrats. So see how is it a Democrat hoax? You guys.
Oh, by the way, just so you know, just because your name's not in the files doesn't mean that you're not a paedophile.
Exactly.
Or you're not a Satanist just because your name's not in the file.
John the God, Oprah Winfrey's former spiritual leader. You see, this is what they're doing. They are bringing spiritual awakening, not Jesus, not
99 years in jail, 9 times 11.
Wow, brother. 99 years in jail. So you're telling me when Oprah would go hang out with John the God, she didn't see all these freaking people? John the God. So see, there's a man. See, many false idols. This is an antichrist. See, he's not the antichrist, but he is antichrist by calling himself John the God.
Have you noticed that Oprah has Ray in her name, and Ray means king?
Yes, and Ra, the sun god Ra, Ope, like with the ring. Oh my god! Oh my gosh, the ring. Oh, the ring.
Did you see the Oprah episode where somebody in the crowd called out Oprah, said you're basically preaching a false gospel, a new age gospel, and Oprah looked like she wanted to murder this person in the crowd. It was insane. Somebody called her out for false teachings.
Yeah, and she went haywire on them. Yeah, go look it up. The woman calls out Oprah when she's talking about Jesus Christ being the only way. She goes, I just don't believe that's the right way. You see, these false gods, these people who are worshipped, they are a big ring. Okay, she's attached to Tom Hanks and Pizzagate. Okay, and what is Tom Hanks' movie? Oprah. Okay, yeah, we got the ring. Okay, oh my gosh.
It doesn't stop, does it, bro?
No, we'll never stop if we don't cut it off some point. But Heliofant, okay, which brought out this the channel or the thing, I Pet Goat. Look, it's a golden ring, you guys. A golden ring. Heli, like helicopter, heli or hell. Ophant, okay. Ant-Man from Marvel. He's the time traveler. Look, they've shown you what a short film about the fire at the heart of suffering. Look, the men are being consumed by green.
Oh my word. Mate, Oprah changed her name. It used to be Orpah. Which is, I don't know if it's got any connection to like orphan.
Orphan. Oh yeah. And dude, that's where a lot of abuse happens, is through these orphanages.
Children's homes, yeah.
Yes, children's home. They're moved. A lot of these people and kids are moved through these orphan homes. Now you say, oh yeah, there's no evidence of that. Oh yes, there is. Plenty of things that you can go look up right now. Again, we're gonna have to try to somehow cut this off because the revealing is too deep about the ring of fire. And where was this current ring? Let me go back. So here, back to the ring. So see the ring of fire, the Ouroboros. Oh, the ring of fire. The ring of fire. 2026, the ring of fire eclipse that just happened. Where did it happen over? Antarctica. Heliofant. Oh my gosh, Heliofant.
Go back to that movie that you had.
The Heliofant.
No, there was another one.
Dude, I'm so my tab.
Pleasant or something.
Pleasantville. Yeah, let me find it. Oh my gosh, I got too many tabs. This is what happens, you guys. Heliofant. I'm just gonna click it up. Heliofant. There's the ant. Oh my gosh. Pleasantville, and it's with Toby. It's with the guy that plays Spider-Man. Pleasantville. Okay, there it is, brother.
Yeah, that's got Ant in it, doesn't it?
It does have Antville.
And you see who just won the NBA All-Star MVP? Anthony Edwards.
Ant-Man. And he plays for the Wolves, which are, oh my gosh, the Timberwolves are blue and green. Oh my gosh.
Oh, they are, aren't they?
They are. They're the blue and green team. The blue and the green. Seattle Seahawks. The Wolves. Oh my gosh.
They're the wolves in sheep's clothing, and wolves, they go in packs, don't they?
Yes. Watch out for the people like Kid Rock. Okay, what is rocking the world right now? The pedophilia, Kid Rock. They're going to rock the world with kids. You guys see? Timberwolves, the blue and the green, the aliens, the wolves, they are here. They live in the trees. They're from the trees. Oh my gosh, it's the Timberwolf with the tree and the garden.
Timber means collapse as well.
Yeah, timber. And you chop down a tree with the axe. Who was the first one to chop down somebody with it? Or the cherry tree. When you pop a girl's cherry,
they lose their virginity.
They lose their virginity. And who's that story about? Our first president. This is a Christian nation. Oops. They have the cherry trees right in front of the obelisk, which is a representation of the phallus, which is the penis.
Cherry
baby. You guys were blown.
How crazy that all the people that we looked up to are Satanists. It's kind of hard to accept and swallow, isn't it?
Oh, Washington.
Like you said, how much like Michael Jordan gear do you have?
Oh,
now you know, don't you?
You guys, I have so much that's coming to my mind, but I know Adam's got to go, but I could keep going. So they tell us about George Washington and how he chopped down a cherry tree, timber. They're showing you from the beginning, America was always rise from the earth. Okay. They conquered the land and they rose this system to now what? Chop it down. Just like Satan chopped down the tree of life. We no longer live forever because what? We were perverted. We got our cherry popped.
There's a wrestler called Seth Rollins and his anthems, burn it down. Burn it down. And then the whole Americans in the audience are like cheering.
Oh my gosh, and he's got a ring behind his head.
Yeah.
Inverted triangle. They are inverted. Oh, it's the cross. It's the Kabbalah, you guys. Look at that cross. It's a cross.
His name's Seth as well, which is Jesus' genealogy begins with Seth.
Yeah, Seth. Because who's the first son in the genealogy in Genesis 4? It's Seth, not Cain. Yes. Where is Cain, you guys?
Satan's seed, bro.
We're trying to tell you guys the serpent seed, the Q seed, the winged film, the Q serpent, a Wilm firm. Q, the winged serpent, also known as Q, is a 1982 monster horror film written and produced by Larry Cohen, starring Michael and Candy Clark. Clark Kent, like Superman.
There's something with candy, isn't it? Valentine's Day, Halloween. There's something.
I can tell you what's with candy. It's Hansel and Gretel, you brother.
Oh my word! So when 50 Cent, who again is acting like he's not just like Diddy, he's telling people, "I'll take you to the candy shop.
I'll take you to the candy." These guys worship blood and flesh.
I'll let you lick the lollipop, doesn't he?
Because they worship flesh. Okay, why do you think that they have sugar in so much sugar? Sugar is a drug, you guys. Literally, if you put sugar in a water bottle, when they were doing testing on rats and stuff, okay, they put cocaine and they put sugar in a water bottle. Almost every time the rats and the animals that they tested went to the sugar water. Oh my gosh. I can't even right now. They're obsessed with sweet. They're obsessed with sweet. Oh, you guys, brother. Okay, we all have that palate. We all have a taste for salty and sweet. So if these demons love flesh, okay, they love eating humans and they love eating and drinking blood. What are we? According to the Bible?
Flesh.
But what are we called? The salt of the earth.
The salt, yeah.
So if we're too salty for these demons, and something's too salty, it's not edible. But how do you make something edible or really tasty?
Sugar.
You make it sweet.
Oh my word, yes.
American Pie. Oh my gosh. Bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Oh, the levee with the Chevy, but the levee went dry. Oh my gosh, the river in Egypt drying up. The demons will be released. The Euphrates will dry up. Oh my gosh, in the end times. Wow.
I think I've coded that song.
Megan the Stallion was in a car.
Stallion like a horse, like a male horse. Why would you call yourself a male horse? Maybe because it's a man.
What's the song with Megan the Stallion in that music video?
I don't know. I can't stand those musicians.
She's married to Clay, who plays for the blue and the gold team, or who did.
Yeah, Clay Thompson, and obviously the Clay with the Bible. He molds us.
Oh my gosh, Megan the Stallion, Hansel and Gretel.
I think these are clones. Megan the Stallion, Nicki Minaj, and Cardi B all look the same.
Okay, Hansel and Gretel are witch hunters, or they get deceived by the witch. Okay, the witch. Oh my gosh, Snow White and the Seven Doors. QAnon is really into Snow White. What does the wicked witch do? She gives you the poison apple, which is the green apple.
Snow White was 14 and she was getting kissed by that prince who was a lot older than her.
Snow White, she's wearing blue. Okay, the witch comes with her black darkness. They worship death. They want to see back to the apple, knowledge. What is the witch? Why does she want to kill Snow White? Because she looks into the mirror.
Mirror, mirror on the wall.
And now oh my gosh, dude, you see, we're just.
Guys, could you hit the like button? It's criminal that this has 81 likes. You wonder, it's amazing that we still do this because we love the truth. If we didn't, I won't be spending hours of my life doing this. I could be doing a lot.
Oh my gosh, and the guy in the mirror is a blue and green mask.
Oh my word, bro.
And it's a ring around him. The infinity, there's the 88 with the eyes.
They look like snakes, bro.
They're snakes, yes, the eyes, snakes.
Oh my word.
Blue and green and yellow. Blue and green and yellow. Oh my gosh, look at Mardi Gras. You guys.
Yeah, go to Mardi Gras.
You guys, oh my gosh.
Show your vision as well.
I'm going to. Mardi Gras 2026, you guys. Blue, purple, green, and yellow. The Jesters, Master, the Jokers.
You said Epstein's the Joker, didn't you?
I said, oh my gosh, I'm going to take you to my Instagram. Oh my gosh.
Go support him on Instagram as well.
You guys, look, I just made a video on Instagram because God showed me that right now. Okay, so if Trump said he's Batman, okay, if Trump is Batman, he needs an enemy. And who's the greatest enemy in the Batman series?
Joker, baby.
Okay, the Joker. Watch this video, you guys. Look at all these, the smile. Oh my gosh, they're demons. Heath Ledger, we're headed off the ledge. Heath has heat in it. Heat, like something's heating up. He's the Joker.
No, bro. He has the heat like the heathen.
Like the heathen, yes. The heathen are the fallen angels, okay? Yes, the clowns. Look at the clowns. And look at who played the clown. Okay, the Dark Knight had Heath Ledger, who was in Brokeback Mountain, which is all about sodomy. Okay, oh my gosh, that has Jake Gyllenhaal, who's Donnie Darko.
Bro, that Joker is Joaquin Phoenix, whose brother was called River, which brings us back to water.
You guys, oh my gosh, we're blowing up the Matrix right now. Okay, the Joker, he looks in the mirror, okay, and look, and in an interview with Steve Bannon, he calls Jeffrey Epstein the devil himself. He goes, do you believe you're like the devil himself? And he goes, no, I don't believe I'm the devil, but I have a good mirror to look into.
The mirror again, the mirror.
Mirror on the wall.
Michael Jackson, the man in the mirror.
I'm just another man in the mirror. Oh my gosh. And then Constantine with Neo.
Oh my goodness, bro. This is out of control now, isn't it?
We're off the rails. I'm going off the rails on a crazy train. Down. Okay. He does a ritual. Oh my gosh. In order to get to hell, to go back to hell, what does Keanu Reeves have to do in Constantine? He has to go through water.
Yeah. And in there, the mirror in Constantine as well.
Yes, look, he captures the demon in the beginning. They do the exorcism. Look, with a mirror.
The mirror, yeah. The mirror.
He captures the demon through the mirror. And look, it's a gray alien.
In The Conjuring, a demon possesses a mirror. They have to destroy the mirror.
Yes, and look, okay, and so mirror goes back to, oh my gosh, we're making full circle like a ring here, okay? Constantine uses guns and seals to open up gates or portals, okay? Seattle's a port city. The beast rides from the sea, which is like a port, okay, a portal.
Portugal could win the World Cup as well.
Neo and the Matrix is all about the AI taking over humanity.
Does Neo touch a black mirror?
In this movie?
Yeah.
It's a black, look, it's black. It's a black mirror right now that he's got like black rimmed.
Isn't there a show called, what they call it, Black Mirror?
Oh yeah, the Netflix show Black Mirror.
Oh,
My brain is literally
yeah, I know.
exploding right now.
This is exhausting, isn't it?
They're breaking the matrix. They're breaking the glass. Okay. They are opening up the portal, the black mirror. Okay. And that goes back to what? Alice in Wonderland, and full circle to expose the pedophile ring. Why are we as Disney fans or people, why is Alice in Wonderland so praised when it's literally made by a pedophile?
That's the thing. People know this now and will still watch Disney movies and embrace them.
Alice in Wonderland author Lewis Carroll wasn't the pedophile pop culture made him out to be. He liked to take pictures. He was associated with a little girl, the Little family, Little, okay, the little horn, okay, the beast rises from the sea. It looks like a little horn, and he created Alice in Wonderland, and he liked to take pictures of a little girl named Alice and he made the Alice in Wonderland, and he said Alice through the looking glass. Again, we said a scope, or when you look through a scope, you are marking something. You mark yourself, or when women put on their makeup, they do it in a mirror. It creates vanity through the looking glass. And then look at the demon. Look at the monster that Alice fights.
Oh wow, the Hollywood Reporter sticking up for Hollywood star.
It's called the Jabberwocky, the dragon.
Jabba the Hutt.
Jabberwocky.
Oh mate, this has just gone out of control. This live stream here.
And the Jabberwocky, look at, this is the demon that Lewis Carroll created, you guys. The seaman. He's got a gold vest, and he's green, and she's wearing blue.
Bro, that green and blue, bro, like the ocean, the turquoise.
The dragon, the drag is after your children. The dragon, the beast rises from the sea. A hawk is a beast. It comes from Seattle. They are the aliens, the green monsters. The dragon took what? A third part of the angels with his tail. QAnon, the tail. When you're chasing a woman, what does it say? I'm chasing some
tail. And a lot of the time, like in Disney, they call them tails, don't they?
Yes, a tall tail, or a tail of giants, the tail of tails.
Have you seen the Tales of the Crypt Keeper?
No, what? I'm
going to look it up.
Tales.
Tales of the Crypt Keeper. Oh my word, you got Tails in Sonic as well.
And Sonic is blue.
Oh my word, Sonic with the tail, Sonic and Tails.
And what does Sonic need? Oh my god,
But in Sonic connect to the pizza place as well, or the hot dog place?
Yeah, Sonic, Comet Ping Pong Pizza, or Space Sonic, like Sonic Boom.
Yeah, that's the Crypt Keeper, bro.
The Crypt Keeper is green, blue, or green, or purple, because blue is usually an offshade of purple, or purple and blue are usually offshades of each other. So when you say blue,
red and blue makes purple, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm blue, dabba dee. Eiffel 65, Eiffel, like Paris. What do they do in Paris? They blaspheme the Lord. Oh my gosh, but I need to go back to Sonic because this is, oh my gosh. Sonic the Hedgehog. He is, look, the blue and the red. The blue and red make what? Purple. Okay, red and blue, the Democrat versus Republican. They work together because they want to be like God, okay? And they get the rings. Sonic needs the rings to power up.
Yeah,
the ring.
The golden rings, aren't they?
They're golden rings, and he loses his power, or he gets his power in the video games by collecting the golden ring. One ring to rule them all, the ring of death. If you die in Sonic, how do you die in Sonic? By losing your ring. If you lose your ring in Earth, if you become a child of the devil, you've lost your place with God.
What happens when you get divorced? You remove the ring, don't you?
Yes, you remove your ring, or if you want to be deceptive and you want to commit adultery, you take off the ring.
Oh my word, yeah, you take off the ring.
You take off your ring and you hide it, what? In your pocket. Oh my gosh, and where was...
Oh, and
we're off the rails. We're absolutely...
A bell rings.
Like, a bell rings. Yes, churches have bells.
So do schools. Children.
Bilbo,
Oh no, we're just another brick in the wall. Have you seen that video where the children become sausage meat?
Yes, they put children. Again, go to my Instagram. I literally have exposed all of this. They live in Hillshire, okay, a friendly and peaceful place, and this guy is carrying a secret, okay, And he carries the golden ring, which perverts, which makes him corrupted. Okay, and where does he hide it? He hides it in his pocket.
Oh my word, yeah.
I got one hand in my pocket and the other one's in
Oh,
a
that's why you see a lot of Freemasons. They have the one-eyed symbolism, one-hand symbolism, where they put it in their inside pocket.
Oh my gosh.
Holy
Po-
pocket.
And what else do you put? Oh my gosh. You put a handkerchief in your pocket.
Yeah.
And handkerchief code. Look, handkerchief has codes. Is there actually a thing about it? The gay social network. Now, this is just something I'm clicking on, but there's a lot of queers that are signaling their, oh my gosh, in jail, when you literally want to show somebody that you have allegiance to them in jail or that they're your boy toy, you have your pocket hanging out.
Well, you know, I think my neighbour's just banged, so I can't do much longer. You know, a handkerchief's called a hanky.
A hanky.
You had Mr. Hanky, the Christmas poo, in
Howdy how, South Park. We're going south. Okay, we're being revealed the things in the
but
park.
where does poop come from? Your butt.
Sodom and Gomorrah. What happened to Sodom and Gomorrah for sodomy?
Yep.
Fire. Fire is coming. Pride. I love this meme.
Have you noticed, when a lot of sexual diseases, you feel like a fire sensation?
I love this meme. Celebrating Pride Month in Sodom and Gomorrah, celebrating the first Pride Month, raining down fire. Oh my gosh. And when he tells Lot, okay, to get out and his family, he says, don't look behind. Do not look behind. Leave this city and do not look behind. What happens if you don't?
Pillar of salt.
You become a pillar of salt. Oh my gosh. And we are the salt of the earth. Oh my gosh. This is why I believe the ocean might be really salty.
Oh my word.
All the humans dying and all the giants. If we're salt in our body, we literally need salt to survive. Like literally you will die. A lot of people are wondering why their health's so bad. It's because you're not taking in enough salts.
And the salt they give us is not real anymore in the store.
No. And where does the salt, where does most of the natural healthy salt come from? The sea.
Yeah.
Sea salt.
You're getting up. Oh my word. Mr. Hanky. Tom Hanks.
Yes, Tom Hanks. Oh my gosh, Tom Hanks.
Hank.
Pizza clock. Oh my gosh, and he's in a movie. He's in a movie called Big.
Where he's like a child.
Where he's a child that becomes a man, but he's still a child. It's just physically he looks like a child. Oh my gosh, the keys. He's playing the keys to the bottomless pit. Oh my gosh, something big is coming, which opens up the bottomless pit. The key, the dragon is locked in the bottomless pit, or the keys of the earth, the portals.
It's in Toy Story as well, isn't it?
Yes, and he's the Woody. And,
Woody's like when you have
he plays with Buzz. Woody that buzzes. What is that?
But bro,
a vibrator. But look, Tom Hanks, he sleeps with an older woman. They're promoting pedophilia in this movie.
But Woody, bro, is like when you have morning wood, it's an erect penis.
Yeah, and Woody Allen is very much connected to Jeffrey Epstein.
Yep.
You guys see, it all comes back to Jeffrey Epstein. That's why we tried to tell you in the stream that we did. Woody Allen. Oh my gosh, Tim Allen played freaking Buzz.
Bro, wood connects to the tree, which connects to the Garden of Eden.
Oh my gosh. And in the most famous movie, Home Improvement, he's a family man that talks to a guy across the fence. They are trying to get you to choose a side, and they hide his face. They hide the neighbor's face by a fence, okay? You can no longer walk on the fence. We are breaking the matrix for anybody that's watching this. We are showing you, you have to get off the fence now.
You can't sit on the fence, guys.
Because the fence is the gray area. And if you belong in the gray area, you belong to Satan.
Yep.
It's as simple as that. All right, let's go with that. Woody Allen. You guys see Woody Allen, Jeffrey Epstein, Woody, Toy Story. We are living in a Toy Story. Oh my gosh. The NFL did a Toy Story room, Andy's room.
Bro, it's called Andy, like Prince Andrew.
Who just got arrested today for being sexual. The story of being a toy boy, a toy of Jeffrey Epstein.
Bro, Shawn Michaels was I'm not your toy boy. Shawn Michaels, who's rumored to have sex with Vince McMahon.
Andy's room. They play in Andy's room. Okay, it was the Falcons versus first the Jaguars. And look, the aliens, the claw, the blue and the green. They're blue and green. In Toy Story, the aliens. Look at them.
Oh my word! Yeah, they're blue and green again.
They're blue and green. And who gets? Sid gets the. He hits the claw. Okay. Oh. Buzz Aldrin, an astronaut back to space.
Yeah,
okay.
Named after him.
When the boy who gets these things, okay, has the skull t-shirt on. The black skull, they worship death. What is this boy in the Toy Story movie all about? Killing and death. Oh my gosh. Woody Allen, Tim Allen plays Buzz Lightyear. He's purple and green. The Jesters, the Jokers, blue and green. Mardi Gras. Look at my freaking vision from...
Oh my word, bro! There's a famous saying when I grew up in England. When somebody's wearing clothes, they always would say blue and green should never be seen.
What?
Yeah, they're saying in England, you say blue and green should never be seen. Shouldn't mix blue with green. I don't know where it came from, but trust me, it's a saying in England.
I'm pretty sure I have also read this, but if you want to go check out my jester vision, now God gave me a vision about a dancing jester, and look at, oh crap. Let me find it real fast. Brother. You guys, when we tell you we're watchmen, it's because we watch and we see the things that we see. It's not because we're special. It's because we're taking the time.
Well, look, guys, it's like judge them by the fruits. Look what we've revealed in 3 hours of our time. Look what we've revealed in 3 hours.
Okay, and now, one sec. Okay, share this tab. Look at 162 weeks ago. This was in 2023 when I told you guys when I told the world I had a vision from God called the dancing jester, and it's all about the king. Because what is a jester's job? A jester is meant to entertain. They are actors. They wear masks. They play roles. Okay, and now Mardi Gras this year is all about unmasking the jokers.
And that's
the Joker, who is Jeffrey Epstein
during the pandemic.
Look at the jester, and then look at my freaking story, you guys. You guys don't think? The same colors. I told you guys.
It's quite remarkable, bro. Like, what does the Bible say? It says men will have visions in the final days, doesn't it?
Yeah, look at, okay, White Rabbit, 166 weeks ago, long before the Epstein files, was trying to tell you about Balenciaga, women, fashion, Naomi Campbell. Who is Trump married to? A fashion model. What did Trump run? Fashion models. It's all built around fashion, weird art. Okay, they have turned perversion into art. This is a real photo that Balenciaga posted.
Go to Marina Abramovich.
Yeah, look at 161 weeks ago. Look, you guys. You want names? I gave you names. Look, FBI, Balenciaga, Dima, Loda Volika, Kim Kardashian, Kanye West, Adam Albany, Rihanna, Adam Maroon 5, Post Malone, Lady Gaga, Stanley Kubrick, Katy Perry, The Squid Games, Gucci like the brand, Celine Dion.
Gucci something as well.
Robert Downey Jr., who plays Iron Man, Sam Bankman-Fried, who created a scandal about cryptocurrency, Elon Musk, who just said, oh yeah, I follow the teachings of Jesus, Johnny Depp, who we just revealed had a private island himself, Anne Hathaway, she's a demon, a witch in the movie The Witches or whatever, Jake Gyllenhaal, he plays Mysterio in Spider-Man, which we just showed you with Pleasantville, and Toby, whatever, I can't even say his last name.
Puts the devil horns up when he's...
Yes, Spider-Man does the devil horns, okay? The blue and the red, okay? Blue and the red, purple, which make purple. Look, I wrote this in purple. Purple means royalty.
Someone just said Donald Trump just did a post about penguins. Obviously, penguins in Batman as well.
Yes, and he's the guy that lives under the ice.
Oh, my word, yeah, the penguin, the ice.
And it's Danny DeVito who is in the movie, oh my gosh, Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Always Sunny. In Philadelphia, Philadelphia is the only church that is okay, like in
That has
Revelation,
light. That has true light.
that has true light. There's only one church in Revelation, and then Danny DeVito's also in what movie? Wow, it's just I told you guys.
Danny DeVito's in the movie with Schwarzenegger in it.
Yes, called Twins, genetic, where they make genetic twins.
Yeah, there you go. DNA again.
DNA, all about test tube babies. And look, they're behind the sky. Look, the cover is them coming from the sky.
Yeah, the angels.
The angels fallen from heaven. They wear the glasses. Put the glasses on. They live. Men of mighty renown and old, okay? It doesn't matter whether you're rich, bond, poor, or free. Whether you're mighty or poor. See, that's a representation. They want to link everything as one. Two become one. These two brothers come from one mother, but different fathers. Oh my gosh, it's Cain and Abel.
Oh my word.
It's Cain and Abel, twins. And Arnold Schwarzenegger is what? Mr. Olympia, Mr. Universe, which goes back to Atlas, who is holding up the world. The gray man, Atlas, which
and then
is
the
what
Olympics goes back to the rings.
and that's the book Atlas Shrugged, which is literally all about them destroying civilization. Atlas Shrugged.
Wow.
Anne Rand, she was associated with the New Age.
Yeah, she pushed it, didn't she?
Yes, with the United Nations, which we just showed you. Oh my gosh, I got way too many. The Olympics, the rings, they're coming together. One ring to rule them all. One elite ring to rule over you.
Within the word Atlas, you can find the word salt.
A salt like a person.
Yeah.
You turn into a pillar of salt. And when you shrug something off, that's dismissing it, or you shrugged it off, like, when that person just shrugged me off.
Yeah.
You guys are, if you still do not want to give your life to Jesus Christ, if you're a person that's on the fence in that gray area, and you still after this do not want to give your life to Jesus Christ, God is going to shrug you off. I'm sorry. He's going to say, away from me. He does not have the presence. He will not have evil in his presence. This is why Lucifer was cast out. And who gave? Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so crazy. This is crazy how we can do this and how we know this stuff.
Well, it just shows you it's from God. It's from God, not us.
Heaven's on fire. Dun, 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 dun. Heaven's on fire. Gene Simmons. Gene, like Back to the Genes, where they just play the Super Bowl, where the Seattle Seahawks won.
Levi Jeans, yeah.
Jeans, Levi, he's the kiss of death. Judas did what? He betrayed Jesus for what? 30 pieces of silver.
And who's the best player for Golden State? Number 30.
Oh my gosh, and Gene Simmons plays what? The bass, and we're talking about fish.
Oh my word, yeah.
Bass fishing and the gold coin, the gold ring.
Wow, yeah, that's very true.
So he plays the bass, okay, and that's usually like heavy, deep chords. The bass, oh my gosh, there's the
bass, yeah.
The bass is usually like thick and deep. Oh my gosh, these demons live in the deep waters, the dark waters.
The base of something is the bottom of it, like the bottom of the sea. The base is the bottom.
A foundation, which is the rock, and these guys are rock stars. Kid Rock. Oh my gosh.
Word, bro. And they stick their tongues out like serpents.
The foundation of earth is built on what? Children. Jesus said, be fruitful and multiply and have children. Wow, you guys. Judgment is coming. Give Caesar's what Caesar. Stop trying to fight for this fallen world and this fallen system. Do not take up your sword physically. If you live by the sword, you will die by the sword. I promise you, there's nothing going to happen. And even if there is stuff start to happen, do not participate. Here, right now, I want everybody to know, we do not condone violence. You cannot be a Batman or a vigilante, okay? That's how they discredit people like me and Adam, is by having these people take matters into their own hands and try to be like Batmans or heroes, okay? Yes, we need brave men to stand up and be strong. Again, should stuff be happening? Well, of course, we should be protecting children, but this is why the tribulation comes, and it's a time unlike ever before that God said, is because we are going to literally see it all break. That is why Jesus says, Babylon has fallen.
Wow.
let's end on this. So heaven's on fire. The earth is on fire. The world seems like it's on fire. Seems like we're going through the fire like in Daniel. And who put them through the fire? King Nebuchadnezzar, the head of what? Babylon.
Yep.
We're in a golden age, according to Trump. So what is it? We're in the last age, which is the iron and the clay mixing, which can't mix. Man and machine, AI, artificial intelligence, man and computer. What we're doing right now, we're merging with machines. Okay, they're telling you can upload your brain or your consciousness to the cloud. Okay, through Neuralink, through your brain waves like the ocean, brain waves. Oh my gosh, we measure consciousness and life through brain activity, which is like waves on a screen.
Oh my word.
Oh, and heaven's on fire, earth is on fire. Everything seems like it's on fire. We're on fire because we're all going to burn in hell if we don't give our life to Jesus. Me and Adam, guess what? We know we're going to hell without Jesus. We ain't telling you we're better than you. We ain't telling you we're smarter than you. When we call ourselves watching, we ain't telling you we're elevated above you. We are just simply doing the will of God. And what is the will of God? To destroy all evil, to destroy all corruption. Because what? Perfect way to end it. Perfect way to start ending it. We could go so much deeper, guys, even with Sonic and the Ring. You know, in the movie The Sonic, go watch the movie. I don't know if you've seen it, but the newer ones, like the live animation ones, Sonic is literally driving a cash truck from a bank, and he's like saving the day. And some people call Sonic in the movie the Blue Devil. Okay, they call him the Blue Devil. People that have seen him, they've never seen him, but there's this old man that keeps seeing Sonic running around, and he runs like the speed of light, like Flash. Flash is the lightning bolt. You see? Flash.
Well, who stars in Sonic? Jim Carrey, JC the Mask.
Yeah, and he plays the doctor who worships the green emerald. He wants the green emerald. Then you get back to the emerald things and the whole Gilgamesh stuff, and that's all about giants. Okay, the earth has been corrupted with this genetic seed, this fallen seed, the serpent seed. We have all, that is why men die, even Jesus, because why? Why did Jesus have to die? Because he took on the flesh. He took on the temptation, but he was not born of man's seed. He was born of the Holy Spirit. So see, when people say, there's no way Satan slept with Eve, then how did Jesus, the Holy Spirit, come to life? Mary wasn't screwed by a man. She didn't have a man's seed planted in her. She had what? The seed of God, the true vine, the true living water, the true bread.
Bro, do you know what's interesting? You know we're talking about the blue and the red?
Yes.
That
you're wearing a blue shirt today.
Our veins appear blue because blue light scattered away from the skin. But the blood is actually red.
When it hits oxygen, or when oxygen hits...
Yeah, so human blood is red, but when you actually, like, if you look at your arm now,
it's blue.
You look at your veins, it's blue, but the actual blood is red. So you've got the blue and the red that connects to the blood as well.
And when you're a dead body, what do you go? They say you're put on ice.
And don't your face go blue when you take your last breath?
Yeah, ask my wife. She's seen plenty of dead bodies.
Yeah,
they're
but
lifeless.
That's going back to the blue symbolism.
And cold. That is why these things are cold. That is why Satan, the ring of fire, where did the ring of fire just happen? Over Antarctica, where all nations. So we as all nations seem to have a lot of conflicting differences, but for some reason, nobody can conquer or go to Antarctica. And there's a peace treaty between all nations. Why? Why Antarctica? What are they hiding there? Again, not getting into the flat earth crap, but clearly, if you want to do some really evil stuff, you would go to a place that's super sub-zero, like cold temperature, because most people will not be able to make it there or survive.
There's a character in Mortal Kombat called Sub-Zero.
Yeah, Sub-Zero. And who's his biggest nemesis? The Scorpion. Oh my gosh. And as we were talking about I Pet Goat too, remember at the end when he's standing in a boat among the sea? The Antichrist? And then it's a scorpion. The Rock played the Scorpion King too. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Egypt, the sand, the desert, okay? They're actually burning, okay? These angels are on fire. They're on fire. That's why they run to and fro through the earth. They are constantly running around. Like if you're on fire, what is your natural inclination to do? Sit there? No, you roll around. You run. You try to get yourself to go out. So if they're on fire, they've fallen from heaven. These are fallen angels, okay? And God has placed fire upon them, aka the lake of fire. where would you want to go if you're on fire? If you get set on water. Do you guys start to understand why the Satan and the demons, when they ran into the pigs, went to the water?
Yep.
Yes, the land of Uz or the land of Oz. But remember where Cain went. He went to the land of what? Nod, which Nod backwards is?
Dawn.
Dawn. And in the Sonic movie, Sonic says, don't worry, I'm the hero that you need. I'm the Blue Dawn.
And also, you were talking about American Pie. That was sung by Don McLean.
Like McDonald's, lean, like trim the heart, fat, circumcised, lean. McDonald's, you ain't going to get lean eating McDonald's.
Well, you're eating human meat, human flesh.
You're eating human flesh, yes. And it's people, that's what I mean. We've all been corrupted, whether you know it or not. And this is why, great place to end, 24, like Kobe, the snake, the golden purple snake, 5. And 8, okay, eternal, the eternal ring. See, it's all coded, even Matthew 24, okay, we see 6, okay, we see the 8. Oh my gosh, we have 88. 88 miles to time travel. 5 plus 3 is 8. 4 times 2 is 8. Okay, heaven and earth shall pass away, but what will never pass away, brother? My word shall never pass away. The Lord of the Rings is actually Jesus Christ. He is the Lord of Lords, the King of Kings, the Alpha and Omega, the only one that deserves to be worshipped. It is time to get on the ark because a storm is coming, and it's not going to be water this time. Every time you see a rainbow in the sky, it's a covenant.
Well, remember you're talking about the 42, and we were just talking about the water and the heat. That's why the Lakers beat the Heat to win the 2020 NBA Finals 4-2 on National Father-Daughter Day. Remember, the fathers of these daughters was the Watchers.
Oh my gosh, you guys, the Nephilim, the giants, the genes. There's a corrupt seed on the earth. It's not just bad people, okay? Because if the flood was all about bad people, why did Noah get saved?
Bro, look at Dave's comment. Read that out. Oh my goodness.
Let's put it up. Oh my God. No way. Yeah. Today is the 666th day after the horses escaped and ran through London. The white horse had blood on it.
But what more do we have to show people? Just show them that image. Bring it up. White Horse, London.
Yes.
It has blood on it. I did a whole...
As Prince Andrews gets freaking arrested today on the 666th day?
Yeah, I need to do a video about that later because there was 6 police cars and he's 666 days after the horses escaped through London. Queen Elizabeth's last photo alive, she was wearing a green dress, stood between 2 horses, bro.
Oh my gosh! Somebody just said it's hot in here. Nelly, what does a horse do? He neighs. Nelly, neigh. It's the year of the horse. The white horse has blood on it. Oh my gosh! The rider of death.
But it's in London. London. The white horse, conquest, Antichrist, Jesus.
London, the white horse. Okay, the white horse, and RFK, who we just showed you with Kid Rock, called Trump the man on the white horse.
Yeah, and when he went to Saudi Arabia, when he was in the car, he was surrounded by white horses.
And Dave Miller band sings the song what?
The Joker.
Some people call me a space cowboy. Dun-dun-dun. Look at. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. It's the fire horse, you guys.
It's the literal fire horse, and we went into the fire horse 2 days ago.
Yep, the Chinese New Year, the Red Nation, which people follow, the stars, the China with the stars, the blue horse. Oh my gosh, this horse looks like the horse that's outside of Denver Airport.
Yeah, type it in, Lucifer.
Oh my gosh, you guys, the Broncos, Boise State, Idaho, like Boise State, Idaho, Boise, I see.
Boy, yeah,
the
best player in the NBA plays for Denver, and he loves horses. Jokic, which they call him the Joker. Oh my goodness, it doesn't stop.
And he's the nugget. When you find like a piece of gold, you say, "I found a nugget."
Yeah, Denver Nuggets, gold, and then you had San Francisco, the Super Bowl, which is all connected to gold.
You guys, you see, you call us conspiracy theorists, but there's a blue Mustang with red eyes outside of the Denver airport.
Do you know it killed the sculptor? The horse landed on the sculptor and killed him. Did you know that?
Yes. And
Yeah.
look at the Denver airport.
I've been in it, bro. I used to live in Denver. I used to live in Colorado.
And that's all about the Rocky Mountains, the Rockies.
Yeah, the rock, the mountain. Where did Jesus pray? On the top of the mountain.
Oh my gosh, I'm see that they're breaking the system because they're showing you in the Denver airport, okay? The blue horse, okay? They're making you cold to the word of God. They're making you dead, okay? To be dead is to be cold as ice. You have foreigner, ice, okay? They're going to reveal themselves as the iron. Look at this lady. She's wearing a blue XO, like love, X and O. O is the ring. X, you to be X'd out, the pirates, okay? To find the treasure, okay? This is what they want, the rainbow, okay? To bring peace, okay? They want to bring judgment upon the world through what? False peace. All these children, and it's all children. Look at this guy. Look at it. Looks like Donald Trump.
Bro, but I'm not, guys, because of Dave, give a woo to Dave. I have just done an insane code coming later. Guys, I've just done the most insane code. Dave, thank you. Oh my word, I have goosebumps. I'll save it for another video. Thank you, Dave.
Look at this boy. Look at this boy. Who does he look like?
Trump.
It looks like Trump, a blonde-haired boy wearing a red tie. Okay, Trump always wears a red tie for power. Okay, and he's next to a child that looks like a bride.
Oh my word, yeah. It's all about the peace.
The false peace, bringing unity, peace, the rings, okay? One ring to rule them all. And what do they defeat? They're defeating, see, it's biblical right here. They're saying we're going to bound up our swords and the sword is gray, okay? By killing what? The soldiers or these evil people, these gray aliens or whatever, will bring peace, okay? But it's actually going to bring destruction, you see?
Peace, yeah. It says that in Jeremiah 6:14, which is Trump's birthday. When they preach peace, there is no peace, and sudden destruction will come.
Because see, who are the ones creating this false peace? Oh my gosh, you guys, look at this mural. It's cutting down the towers, okay? The green men. Army, green, legion. We are many. And look at all the people suffering, okay? Through war, rumors of war, earthquakes, pestilences. Fire horse, judgment is coming. That's what this whole string is to show you. The ring of fire, everything's going to get burnt down. Burn it down. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, and the flames got higher. And it burns. The ring of fire. The ring of fire. The ring of fire is God's judgment that's about to come upon this world. But you're going to see a false fire. You're going to see a false ring rise first. A false king. The Antichrist who makes war with the saints. And children. Look, it's a children. Cutting down the children.
Yeah, it all comes back to the children. That's why they made a big obsession with Michael Jackson and the children. I can't believe he had Neverland, and basically Peter Pan stole children, didn't he?
Yes, he did. So a lot of people call Hook the good guy in Peter Pan.
He was the one that took the kids.
Yes, and Hook was trying to stop Peter Pan. And what does Pan relate back to? Pansexual.
No, it goes back to the god Pan.
That's what I'm saying. Pansexuality is a sexual or romantic or emotional attraction towards people of all genders, regardless of their sex or gender identity. Pansexual people may refer to themselves as gender blind. There's the Baphomet. Agenda. Look, the rings. The rings. Oh, whoops, sorry, I'm not sharing.
My bad bunny code where he's got the androgynous tattoo on his stomach.
Look at the rings.
He's also got 2 horses on his chest.
Man mixing. Iron and clay, mixing, man and woman coming together to mix their genes, Satan and his fallen angels coming to pervert the genes of God, the creation. What are we called in God's kingdom? Even though we're grown men, we're called the children of God.
How do people deny this, bro? It all goes
Peter
back
Pan.
to the
Oh my
seed.
gosh, and Peter Pan is what? Green.
Oh yeah, he wears green, doesn't he?
And if you put something in a pan, you're usually frying it. You're fired. You're fried. Who says you're fired?
Trump.
And they fly in the sky.
And Vince McMahon.
I've got the eye in the sky.
Bro, do you know Vince McMahon was born exactly 42 weeks before Trump?
Wow.
And they both said you're fired.
And who's the Department of Education right now?
Linda McMahon.
Trump is literally put in place.
Vince McMahon's wife, who allowed her daughter to be crucified on national TV.
Oh my gosh. And who's the secretary of that's releasing all of this right now? Pam Bondi. Okay. A woman who is two-faced. She's a two-faced snake. But look at, I see a word with Pam. Oh my gosh, I see it. What's coming? Okay. What's coming? Pam backwards is map. Okay. You need a map to see, to navigate. They talk about maps in the Pizzagate files. Bond, like a war bond or a bond, something to buy or sell.
An agreement, but you also just had the Bondi Beach shooting.
And a band is called a bond, or a bond between two people. No, it's a bond.
James Bond, 007.
Yes, agents everywhere.
Yeah, like we warned about in the Matrix.
Oh my gosh, we've gone for 3 hours already. This is, yep.
I know, guys. I hope you appreciate this. I'm absolutely knackered.
Dude, it's heavy. I told you guys we can keep going. So look, so just real fast.
Support the stream, guys, if you can. Just get it up to 100 likes.
We've got Pam with Bond in her name, like agents or 007s, or to constrict something.
The Israelites were in bondage to the Egyptians.
The sun god followers.
Which connects to sex as well. Bondage.
So Trump's people that he has close to him. So if Trump's the Antichrist, he'll really be like have symbology of the mark of the beast or this new world order system. So he's got Pam Bondi, a map to see, okay, or a bondage or a bond, which is like a certificate for agreement or a money note. So it relates to money too. He's got Mark Rubio. Okay, you've got Mark, like the mark of the beast as his
bro, click on Mark Rubio Catholic and you'll see they put that mark on his head.
Oh, yes.
We just got to 100 likes. Thank you, guys. Share this. He just had the cross on it, like the
Lent.
Guys, it's the mark. They're preparing you for the mark in the center of your head.
X marks the spot. Yeah. X-Men, the X-Men. Oh my gosh, the X-Men. What color's the X-Men and the Beast? Blue.
Oh my. Yeah.
I'm blue. And he wears a gold vest. Blue and gold. Something with California. Something big's coming in California, I think. Golden Gate Bridge. Blue.
Yeah, I agree.
The Beast. I mean, it's coming all over, but California is where Hollywood is, the city of angels. What if it's what's coming? Oh my gosh, Los Angeles, before Trump got into office. The Los Angeles Dodgers, okay, they're going to dodge, okay? They're going to dodge judgment.
They're going to three-peat as well.
Yeah. Los Angeles fires, okay? Hollywood, they set Hollywood on fire. Heaven's on fire. Duh. This is what everyone would consider heaven. If you could tell most people in the world, I'll give you all the money in the world to go live in one place for the rest of your days, where do you think most people would choose that are worldly?
Yeah, LA.
They would choose LA. Hey, the weather is awesome there. Always sunny, always nice, beautiful land. Got lots of fruit and all of our harvests and crops and seeds come from California a lot and from Florida. But yeah. California has even better conditions because of the mountain ranges.
Yeah.
And then you've got the city of angels. The angels are on fire. They're about to light up the next script, which is Hollywood getting set ablaze for all being tied to Jeffrey Epstein. The ring of fire is coming. All right. Again, we would never end. It can never end. This is what I mean. Like we're bringing you information that is years upon years of revealing through not only through media and all the stuff they're doing. Let's just cut her off.
Yeah. Otherwise, we're never going to end, are we?
Oh my gosh, the light that's in my room right now is flashing blue.
Bro, 3.5 hours. It's blue. Look at my shirt, bro. Look at my shirt.
With the stripes and what's going to happen? What happened to Jesus? He wore our stripes. He took on our stripes, our punishment. Look at my room is flashing blue right now.
Bro, but his stripes symbolize us being healed, doesn't it?
Yes, zebra, black and white, like talks about how a zebra is like not a real horse because it's got black stripes. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like black and white.
But masonry. Yes, Rubio is marked. All these people are marked. Kid Rock, marked. They're all, like I said, you're going to start seeing these dominoes fall. Okay, you're going to start seeing major players go down like Prince Andrew. You're going to see major politicians. Why? Because in order to have a new world order, you can't have what, Adam?
You got to destroy the old one.
Yes. So everything needs to be set on fire. Heaven and earth will pass away. So see, it's Satan trying to be like God again, but this is actual the judgment that brings God's eternal kingdom in, is by setting it all on fire. Oh my gosh, in the X-Men, speaking of, her name's Jean.
Yes, let me just read out Isaiah.
Jean Grey is the Phoenix, Joaquin Phoenix.
Jean again.
She's the Phoenix rising.
Oh my.
Jean Grey.
Oh, bro. I'm just going to read Isaiah out. Isaiah 53, verses 3 through 5. He is despised and rejected of men, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief. And we hid, as it were, our faces from him. He was despised, and we esteemed him not. Surely he hath borne our griefs and carried our sorrows, yet we did esteem him stricken, smitten of God, and afflicted. But he was wounded for our transgressions, he was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement of our peace was upon him, and with his stripes we are healed. Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus.
So much, Jesus.
And all this today, all my visions, all Adam, what he's doing, his books, everything. You guys understand, we are not getting elevated for this stuff right now. You guys, how many people like Candace Owens and all these truthers are going into it deep like this for you?
But God, I can't believe the financial hit I've taken of 80%. Higher now, higher. This is the truth. We're giving you the truth, guys. We're here. We've just given you, like, he has 3 kids, a wife. I have so much going on in my life. To be here 3.5 hours, we love you. We care about you. We want you to know the truth. We believe that time is short. There is one truth. It's Jesus Christ, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords. Now, this type of information, just imagine if it was widespread. If you saw me and Watchmen having millions of views, we don't get them. We don't get them because that's what the Bible told us. Like, again, when it came to Jesus, most people denied him. They despised him. They rejected him.
Heck, even when he did miracles in front of it, after he cast those demons out, you guys literally cast demons out into pigs, the whole town seen, and they looked at Jesus, and instead of getting on their knees and be like, you're the God of God because you can cast out these evil spirits. They should have worshipped him right there. He deserved worship. What did they tell him? Can you please leave this town?
No. They claim that because he cast out demons, that he had to be a demon himself.
Yes, and what did he say? He said a kingdom that's divided against itself is a kingdom that will never stand. That is why this is all falling. The stream today, oh my gosh, to wrap it up perfectly, Satan's fallen kingdom because he is divided against himself.
Yeah, he guys, Satan obviously lost as soon as he was cast out of heaven, but he lost on earth when Jesus rose from the dead. He literally thought that crucifying Jesus, Carrie, I love you so much, thank you. He thought by crucifying Jesus would defeat Jesus when all it did was ultimately defeat him here on earth. And guys, just never, ever, ever, ever forget who Jesus is, what he did for you, how much he loves you. Like, darkness will have its little victories, but eternal victory comes through Christ, and he's already secured it. As I tell people, we're not waiting for Jesus to save us. He's already done it.
Yes.
It's just whether you accept that or not. It is so clear now that we are surrounded by evil. The Bible shows us why there's so much evil. The Bible reveals who the God of this world is, but the Bible also reveals that the God of this world has already been defeated. Okay? So what it tells us in the Bible, on earth as it is in heaven, Jesus will return, white horse, fire in his eyes as we have the fire horse right now. Okay, King of Kings, Lord of Lords is going to return. He's going to put an end to this corrupt Babylonian demonic system. He's going to righteously judge the living and the dead. He's going to create a new heaven and a new earth which will be incorruptible. All right? The way that we can spend eternity in heaven is through our faith in Christ. It is not what we do for Christ that saves us, which is what Catholicism, Islam promotes. It's knowing what Christ did for us. And you need to come to the conclusion now that it is finished.
Amen.
Victory belongs to the Lord. We share in his victory through faith and grace, which is what saves us, not our works.
Yes.
But when you are saved, you will see people like myself and Watchman and Dave and all you guys in the chat doing everything you can to empower Christ, to lead people to Christ, and to shine light on darkness, because that's the Holy Spirit that dwells within every reborn believer, and you must be reborn to enter the kingdom of heaven. This information, me and Watchmen, you don't hear our phone calls in private, our text messages. We know we're nothing without Christ. We know that when we do these streams for 3.5 hours, 4 hours, and keep your attention, which is not easy to do, it's because we're being divinely guided by something far greater than us. And that's the Holy Spirit, who's also God. So, yeah, don't get too caught up in the evil.
No.
Identify the evil to understand that prophecy is actually being revealed, and understand the good news is that Jesus has already won, which is why I end my streams all the time with God wins. Never forget that.
Nope.
Because if you get too consumed with the darkness, you don't see where the victory is, because you get caught up in all the darkness, which is why they want you obsessing over the Epstein files.
Yes.
Okay, they want you to be like, this world's so evil.
Yes.
And then how many people have said to me in Instagram messages, illusion, if God is so loving, why is the world so evil? Okay, so the more evil they show you, it's actually leading many away from God, but it's also going to lead many to God. Through who? The preachers. How can they hear without a preacher? So be bold in your faith. It's not your truth. It's not your word. It's Jesus's. He is perfect. Okay? And just let the world know that, yes, there's evil. Yes, there's corruption. Yes, there's darkness. But the light ultimately prevails.
And no matter what they try and do to us, no matter how they try to persecute us, remember, God will be with you. Just like with King Nebuchadnezzar, he heated the furnace 7 times hotter as he threw Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego for not bending the knee to the golden statue, to the golden age that King Nebuchadnezzar had set. When you hear the trumpet.
And why do you think they bend the knee when they get like a OBE and MBE? They bend the knee to the queen, don't they? They bend the knee. In Freemasonry, they got to take a knee. With George Floyd, it was taking the knee. Guys, you got to take the knee and bow down to the king.
Yes, that's the tricky, and take a stand against the system, just like Daniel and them did. Because guess what? What makes us stronger is by fighting back versus the darkness and not succumbing or submitting to evil. So when the world tells you, hey, you can't go to the grocery store and buy and sell anymore without the mark, do not succumb. Do not bend the knee. Stand strong, okay? Now, I believe
Same with when they made you wear face masks. I wouldn't do it.
No, that's what they want. They want you to bend the knee. That's why it's programmed to you, okay? But just like gold, if you're born again, you're being purified. And what's the only way to purify something, brother?
Fire.
Through the fire. So time to go through the burning ring of fire so we can be purified like gold.
Oh, beautiful. That should be a hit song. It's better than this nonsense playing right now.
That's an original right there, you guys. Copyright free.
Right. I've got to go get ready.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to hit the gym before I go, coach, because I need to stretch my body out. Sitting down for 3.5 hours.
Oh, it's tough, man. My knee,
man. I've got to go stretch it out. Yep. Listen, love you all. We're so grateful. We hope you learned just anything from this stream today. Okay. Like,
hopefully guys, you see the judgment's coming because of how wicked it is.
Judgment is coming. But you shouldn't fear judgment if you know you're saved. You can fear the Lord, the beginning of wisdom. Yes. Come to the truth.
Perfect.
Okay? But right now, if you're not walking with Christ, message me. Message the Watchman. If you're sincere, if you genuinely want to walk with Christ and you want to get close, not debating us, not trying to convert us to Islam or the New Age or Catholicism or Judaism. If you genuinely want to get closer with Christ, drop me a message. I've helped hundreds of people if they're sincere. But if you're not, it's almost impossible to help you.
Oh, 1 second.
Like you don't want to be helped. So
somebody asked for our tags. Maybe they follow you.
Yeah, guys, the Watchman's Instagram page, which he's been doing for years, free of charge. The way that he presents his information is unbelievable. Like he says, I'm like Neo, and who are you, Brother Morpheus?
I'm Morpheus, yeah.
We have different gifts. Like he's a complete artist, just like his sister Trinity. Whereas with me, I can recite information. I can preach the gospel with fire. So God's brought us together, and he's brought you guys in this chat who share amazing information.
Yes.
All right. Like, it makes the stream so much better when you guys join in, because you've obviously got gifted minds, but just don't forget who gave you them.
Yes. So yes, please go and follow. Not because I'm looking to get famous or be the next
We'll
Candace
never be
Owen.
better. We know that. We're not naive to think that we can get.
I showed you my Instagram. I have visions. I have all this Pizzagate stuff. I have all the information you're looking for broken down. Yes. Does it take some time to sift through 8,000 stories that I've posted over the few years? Yeah. Just like it takes some time to sift through the Bible. But if you're actually on the pursuit of learning and understanding what's actually going on, I've laid it all out. I've been telling people. Brother, when we met initially, even before the Epstein files, didn't I say pedophilia is going to be used to bring in the New World Order?
Yeah, bro. The thing is, what you've been doing is you called all of this before anybody knew who Jeffrey Epstein was. You literally, I'd never heard of him. You were calling him out before anybody had ever heard of him. And now people are all talking about it and, like, again, going viral for it. It's like, but what about this guy who literally called it out 166 weeks ago? Nothing. No, maybe you get 100 views. Do you know what I mean? It's backwards.
Which is fine, because those 100 people matter more to me than the 2 million that are following false prophets. So be careful who you follow. We told you the agents are everywhere in the matrix. If you're not woken up and on part of our team, then you're not one of us. Sorry. So watch out for the agents. That's the whole point of They Live in the Matrix, and why I use the glasses in my Instagram.
Agent Smiths, guys, they are. And
yes, they look like they are part of the program. They look like they're agents of light, but they are darkness. They only consume to kill, steal, and destroy, like their father. So be careful whose father you are following. That's all I'll say.
God bless you all. Take care. And Dave, I'm going to do a video either later tomorrow to connect that horse find that you've just given me, because I got chills, and I'll tell you it, Watchman, after this stream.
Oh yeah,
so
we'll talk
now.
We'll plan our next stream. Like I said, it's hard to get together, but when we do come together, you guys, it's just absolute bombshell. So rewatch it back, go and test and look into the things we showed you. That's the point of this, is to open up the doors, but remember who the door is and who's knocking.
Jesus Christ. Take care. Much love. God wins.
God bless everybody.